Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's main event. We have Mayo Hosko coming at you at 60 frames per second, 4K resolution, no sugar, no filler, just real whole egg! Let's get ready to Lego!
Hello, it's me, Mayo Hosko, coming to you at 60 frames per second in 4K resolution. No sugar, no filler, just real whole egg, and welcome to my channel.
Mayo Hosko, it's your boy, JP.
Real whole egg. Everybody say real whole egg. Real whole egg.
Real whole egg.
Real whole egg.
There we go. Capture that, Mayo. That's for you. That's for you.
Yeah.
Quick shout out to Mayo Hosko. Go check them out. Real Whole Egg, a really fun show.
Everyone say real whole egg at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Real
whole egg.
Sweet. I'll cap that and then add it to the intro.
That's kind of fucked up though. It's a little off-centered.
Real whole
egg.
eggs.
Oh, our timing was off, but
Do we go
that's
slowly
okay.
or fast?
I think that was fine. Is that fine, or do you want us to
Yes,
do it
because
slow?
I actually prefer it when people do it all out of sync because that makes it more authentic.
Yeah.
Everyone on the panel say it at the same time. Okay.
Oh, okay.
What are we saying again?
Real whole egg.
Whole egg. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Real
Whole egg. Close enough. Well, if you don't mind me saying, a little bit of no sugar, no filler, a whole lot of real whole egg coming up on these Fridays.
Hello, Miss Zambi here, saying real whole egg. Mayo Hosko channel. Go check it out.
Real whole egg. There we go. I don't know what else you want. Wait, why am I... Are you talking about like what goes well with Mayo? Also, how did you even come up with the name Mayo Hosko? Like, do you just love Mayo? I don't know.
Rolling into the chat, we got to give a shout out. No sugar, no filler, just real whole egg. Splat out. That's what I'm talking about. Mayo Hosko. 2 whoop salute, Mayo. Welcome to the jankiness.
For Mayo Hosko, I give you a real whole egg. Wait, where did all these other eggs come from? What in the name of the Emperor is going on?
Everyone make sure to send in your videos of saying real whole egg and I'll add you to the intro. Thank you.
What's the buzz?
Take it home with you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to
Hello,
Real Egg.
and welcome to episode 51 of Real Whole Egg. Thank you for a very fun 50th episode spectacular last week because that got that got the most amount of likes on the stream for a little while now, obviously excluding the 72-hour stream. Thanks for the support. And over the past, before I went to sleep, I added some new stingers. So if anyone's seen my Instagram stories, where I posted the official flag of the Mayo Hosko channel, then you know that I've been adding some stingers. And I'll progressively show them throughout the stream when they are relevant to what we have to say. But who is here right now? We have co-host Johnny G, Dave Wick 76, Oki Productions, Brick Hive, Porter 66, And that's everyone so far.
You said
So,
okay. Yeah.
Hope everyone had a good week this week, because I had a mixed week. And we were talking pre-show. RC has some news that he wants to share.
Okay, well, I'll fire away then. So we'll get into it. As of today, because of some technical difficulties and then work and everything else in between, but as of today, there is officially August 2024 city update on YouTube. So after like 10 months, there's finally an update on there.
Yeah, because I've been busting your asshole about that, and you technically failed. So we're gonna play Truth or Dare. The first person to ask RC a Truth or Dare question, we will play Truth or Dare with that question. So everyone in the chat, fire off your Truth or Dare questions to RC right now.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, I held up my end of the bargain because I uploaded that city update and we got some votes over on that city update. We also got some votes on the community poll, and we also got 2 votes on the Instagram poll, and we'll create another little poll for the live stream chat right now, because we need your vote, and some people have already cast their votes.
Johnny G said he's up for more dictatorship. He said govern me harder, Mayo.
Well, we're going to look over some of the votes, and we're going to see if that's what the voting constituents has voted for. But anyway, I'm just doing some things for the next 2 minutes. So, is there any? So did you buy? So what? First, I'll ask the chat, what kind of Lego did you buy for August 1st? And I'll ask you, RC, did you buy any Lego?
I did not. I did see that Ferrari F40 you've been hyping up, though, and that is a pretty cool build. I probably end up getting that here before too long.
Well, of course, I ordered mine, and I'll get into a little bit of a story about that, but I'll let you continue.
Okay. I've pretty much stuck to the pab table where I can get slopes and stuff like that, so I can work on the mountain. Nothing too crazy. I did get these shirts. I don't know if you guys can see that. I got some shirts. This one is the adventurers. It's the Egyptian, like the maps and stuff like that. And so this is the adventurers one, and then I got a Wolfpack one, and then I got another one with a brick, and that says "Don't tread on me." So I thought those were pretty cool, and I ended up getting those. But that's about all the Lego stuff that I got in August.
Yeah, and is there
we are only 2 days in, though.
Yeah, and is there anything going on in your city since last time?
I've got small stuff, but honestly, I did make more progress on the mountain over here on the jungle side. You can't see it here because, obviously it's all blocked just due to this camera. But I have made progress over there. Some updates on it on Instagram. But like I said, on the video that I posted today on the city update, you'll see all that.
Oh, so you did post it today?
Yeah. I tried to do it yesterday, but I use a GoPro and it's super annoying. And so I was having trouble figuring out how to get all the pictures together. Or all the videos together, because so when I make one long video that's like 20 minutes long, instead of just making one long video 20 minutes long, it breaks it up into 7-minute videos and it calls it chaptering. And then I got to download a program that puts all those videos back together. So then I can upload that onto YouTube. And then when I upload that onto YouTube, then I can put a whole 20-minute video out. So it like breaks apart the video, and then I have to go and do it on a computer program. Well, the computer program that I had for it was a free version, and then it said now in order to do that, I had to pay for it. So I had to go get a different program that would let me do it for free. And then so that's why I was a day late and $1 short, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I've had some editing mishaps myself over the time, but I try to be a little bit due diligent with my experience.
Johnny G said play Buzz already, because Brickhive was in the chat.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that stuff shortly. We just want to talk about some stuff first.
Gotcha.
You know, I've been screenshotting some photos of some trees that I want to build, and I think I'm in the mood to build more trees, because I keep on seeing that tree right there.
This one right here behind you, or behind me?
Yeah.
Oh, that mirror thing always gets me. Yeah, right there. This is actually built with not the 2x2 rounds, but this is actually ends up being 4x4 round, because it's kind of the 2-part tube pieces. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. And also, you've got a lot of other little pieces of foliage sprinkled throughout your city.
Yeah, and what really helped me with that, I'll be honest with you, I've got all sorts of greenery and plant life and everything throughout the city, between trees and between everything else. What really helped me out with that is the pad wall. The pad wall was putting leaf elements on there and tree elements on there left and right, and I got them in dark green, I got them in light green, and then in the dark greens, I got them in smalls, and I got them in the big ones. So I was pretty stoked about that.
Yeah, and just like how I was stoked when I got 64 small pine trees on the pad wall.
Yeah, exactly.
It was one of my best pad wall finds ever. Anyway, let's see what people are saying in chat. Johnny G says, I voted for more dictatorship and enslavement. Why change? Yes, the main event is that I finally bought the Ferrari F40.
Did you buy it in person, or are you waiting on it in the mail?
I'm waiting on it in the mail, and it is an excellent intro. Hoarder had a great day today.
Love hearing that, man.
Hoarder says, my week was great and today got even better for multiple reasons. Please explain. We'd love to rejoice in your joyfulness. Dave didn't realize how tall your city was, or is that new?
So as far as tall in the city has been, like, everything has kind of been the same height through here. So for example, the tree has always been this height. The Scooby-Doo mansion, and that has always been a height. What has really increased in height lately is the crane and the bugle. So the bugle went from 2 high because it was 2 daily bugles, and now it's 3. So when I actually built that, I built it in the other room. And when I did, I measured it when it was on the table, and it was 5'3" tall. So it's a pretty tall building. And then the crane isn't far behind it. The crane's at like the 4 foot and some change also. And so those are the 2 buildings that's always gotten tall, but the city itself has always been fairly tall.
So Hoarder 66 says, I got Jedi Bob Starfighter, Battle of Peridia, Sarlacc Pit, 3 packs of City Road base plates yesterday, along with the Space Baby promo and 2 Dreams polybags. Then today, Dark Falcon, 3 more road base plates. Yeah, that's a lot of Lego.
It is. And then he said he got more when he goes down there.
To get those promos. Johnny apparently sees your Ewok village.
Yeah, and that tree. He's saying when he sees the tree, he thinks of Ewok village.
Yeah. Order says also got 2 more of my drawer units and a brand new computer chair. The pad wall is great. loved getting all the foliage pieces off the wall, yes. And Oki has got builder's block.
The best thing. What's up, Clever?
Hey, pig. Oink, oink.
Best thing I could suggest about builder's block. Go watch YouTube. Go look up all sorts of video and just type in like a mock, be like city mocks or like, you know, Lego cities or whatever, and then you'll see all sorts of other people's stuff, and then kind of seeing other people's stuff gives you ideas and inspiration, you know?
Yeah, because if anyone ever wants inspiration when they've got a builder's block, I upload Lego City updates. RC has 3 Lego City updates. We both have Instagram. I'm actually going to edit some of my live stream descriptions to get these things updated because I've been a little bit neglectful with that stuff. But if you just search on YouTube and search on Instagram for whatever type of Lego you need to get back into the swing of, there's literally hundreds of thousands of pieces of inspiration. So I think with the advent of social media, it's much easier to get over a builder's block than what it used to be, let's say, before the global financial crisis.
Indeed. See if that helps out. I felt like that light was really... No, it's still messing up.
And
I was listening to you. It's just this camera. It keeps like blurring out the back and everything and making everything real blurry.
And I'll probably need to edit the actually wait, no, I did mate. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I already edited the description of these streams beforehand. So let me just cross with. Yes, you can find the links for my Instagram and RC's Instagram in the description below. I just need to add some of this stuff to the playlists. Porter says, as far as building goes, I have an upsized 4 GWP vehicles so that they can scale with speed champs. Nice. Yeah, Horder was telling me that he's converting some of his vehicles to the speed champion scale, and that's what we're going to talk about soon. Johnny G said, I got Bumblebee, large white skull storage head, Lil 89 Batmobile, Nintendo Piranha for the space babies. Yeah, I'm going to wait until the last day of the promo to place another order to get the Andreas mansion, because I'm waiting for my tax return, and I'm thinking about doing 4 interest-free payments with PayPal to buy it.
That's funny. The pay with Easy Pay or whatever, I've seen it on there. It says 4 easy payments.
Yeah, because the Andreas mansion, it was it was on back order before August 1st, but I saw that it was back into stock on August 1st when I looked on the website. And so I'm going to, I'm already signed into the Lego store, and I've got a cart open. And because Andre's Modern Mansion is a friend set, it qualifies for the 2 Dreams GWPs, one of which is Zoe's Dream Jetpack Booster and Z-Blob and Bunchu Spider Escape, which is the world's longest Lego set name. And then Z-Blob and Bunchu Spider Escape and Zoe's Dream Jetpack Booster, which is the world's second longest Lego name.
That's funny. Oh, as far as like the name of a set, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. what cracked me up is what I was going to touch on earlier is, have you ever like went to go buy something off eBay and it'd be like 10, 15 bucks and they say, oh, you can buy this with 4 easy payments. And it's like, what? Why would I break this down into 4 easy payments? Like, who can't afford 10 bucks?
Yes, well, I placed an order once where it was a 200 something for $200, and I ended up having to break it up between 2 easy payments of $100.
Yeah, that's not, I mean, but $200, I can see that. But when they're talking about like $10 and they're like, oh, you can break this into 4 payments of $2.75.
Yeah.
It's like, why would I do that?
Well,
if I'm that hard up, I probably shouldn't be buying stuff off of eBay.
Yeah. Well, all of the good businesses cater to the lowest common denominator, because there's more dumb people on Earth than smart people on Earth, and the dumb people don't know how to spend their money right, because they'll take their cans of spare change on the street, and they'll just go and buy some of that good old Floridian meth.
Yeah.
Or a navel orange or something, and they'll try to smuggle some of that green stuff inside an orange.
So I was just noticing the chat a little bit. Clever Pig said the P1 excluded you weren't allowed to get the GWP, like the P.
Yeah, I was seeing a couple of brickheads complaining.
That's crazy.
I was seeing a couple of brickheads and Stud City complaining about it. Oh, we got hello Zissou.
Soul Boss. What's up, buddy?
It's time to do some of the things. So just a stop on a dime just as Zissou got here. So if y'all were realizing, I kind of like to do these all in one fell swoop. So here's Paradisa for Zissou. And because Hive is lurking, we got the bees. Let's wait on the bird.
Are you afraid of bees? They're only insects after all. I wouldn't care if hundreds were swarming around. I'd just blow smoke and make them buzz off. Buzz, 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 retorted Duck.
What's the buzz?
I think that's hilarious that you put duck bricks up there when it said retorted duck.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And also, what does everyone think about Duck's new set that everyone's making the flat Earth jokes about?
I haven't really. Is it the one the traveling across the world with the airplane and all the? It's like a flat like map pretty much.
Yeah, I'm going to go to lego.com separate of my bag just to look at some of the new sets. And if anyone wants to look at some of the new sets, I'm gonna go to the new tab on lego.com, and I'm gonna share my screen.
So what Duck Bricks created and what they released is kind of like not even close.
So can you see this?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So the McLaren P1, I know from that Josh Build stuff is buying it because he said it in his video, and he made a brief swipe at how everyone's doing the flat Earth jokes, which I thought was funny.
Wait, is this in Australian?
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say, holy smokes, those prices.
Yeah, just do the currency conversion, and it doesn't seem that bad.
Clever Pig, what he built on the show is way beyond that set that they released.
This.
Yeah. So he built an actual airplane, a massive airplane, and inside the airplane itself were all the different areas of the world that he had traveled to and stuff. So like where all the passengers would sit and everything had like waterfalls and all these different places and all this stuff. that right there, I mean, it's kind of like a tribute to that build, but those builds are nothing alike.
That's the plane up close right there.
Yeah. I mean, the plane still looks good, even though it's smaller. I like that. You see what pieces they brought back? That looks like a 90s piece they brought back for the jets.
Yes, because those black jets, I remember getting those on my Blacktron sets.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's always nice getting those jets. And I'm glad to see lots of wedge plates in sand green.
I mean, honestly, if you were building like a mock and you wanted to have like some sand and grass and water area, this is perfect for that.
Yeah, and if you need some dark blue pieces, this might be a set for you.
I think that's that blue that the lighthouse. It's the same blue that the lighthouse made a base plate out of, right?
Yeah.
That same color.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like that super dark.
And it's got these printed dots so that you can indicate where you've traveled to. So you got the camera, the luggage bags, and wherever you live in the world, you stick that house tile. So yeah, a lot of people getting that. A couple people getting the Jaws. I think Johnny G said that he got the Jaws.
Jaws is cool.
Cheers,
Macro.
Hey, Mark. Hope you had a good therapy session the other day. It was fun seeing you in Hoosier chair the other day. I know that you bought a whole bunch of Lego. If you've seen Mark's Instagram post, he got a good size haul, probably to meet the threshold to get the GWP.
The one thing I'll say, Macro, is you had an awesome haul, but you hid the Dungeons and Dragons all the way in the back. Barely even caught it.
So his actual comment is, "Nay, Mayo, can you send a Dr. Brixie a message to get them on this, then that channel?"
Long weekend in Canada. What are y'all celebrating?
We need a Yoda speak translator for a couple people who comment on my streams. That's a reference to Brigzar, if y'all don't know. And speaking of Brigzar, he dared someone to use this.
And I'm the terrible person. Well, that came out wrong. There's a clip somebody can use.
So I was that person.
That's funny.
Yeah. Mark says D&D was so last month. I just didn't move the build.
That's hilarious. You know, that is what it's like in the Lego world. Is that everybody's looking forward to the set for like a year. They're like, oh, I can't wait till it comes out. It comes out, and then like a week to a month after it comes out, nobody cares about it anymore. They're on to the next.
Yeah. So I know that a lot of the Star Wars sets are already on back order. So the ISD is on back order. The Dark Falcon is on back order. C-3PO and the stupid 5-year-old brickheads droids are available. I'm surprised that the Milano didn't go on back order. And these the Fortnite sets are still available for pre-order, so maybe they're September releases or something.
So I don't know if you saw it. We'll keep going through this, but I just saw pictures leaked. They had it at, I think it was Brick Fair, Virginia. That's what they just had, right?
Yeah, that's what's going on right now.
Oh, that is what's going on. Okay. So you know how they have the upscale fig. They've got the one that you bought. They've got the pirate one, and now I saw him had an Imperial. He had the gun and everything.
Yeah, I saw that Imperial soldier because that's the 1989 version, not the 1992 Imperial Guard. I saw that at Brickworld Chicago, next to the Captain Redbeard.
I wonder if that's a like a soon to come thing.
Well, they are the Lego House exclusives.
Oh, okay. So then you can even get that now.
Yeah, at the Lego House in Denmark.
Yeah, or eBay for somebody like me because I can't get to Denmark.
And I didn't know until Josh Build Stuff video. I'm going to reference him a lot when we're looking over these new sets. I didn't know they came out with a new crafting table. This is quite nice. But instead of being a crafting table where they give you different ideas, this is an actual shelf piece, which is pretty nice. It's got the exterior of a crafting table, but for those who play Minecraft, that's what the top of a crafting table looks like. But on the inside, they got the details of a Minecraft world, and I'm really pleased to see they built up some sakura trees and some birch trees, because y'all might remember I was trying to build birch trees on the 72-hour stream, and the sakura trees are probably my favorite trees they're probably my favorite trees, period.
Now, is Minecraft owned by Lego?
No, Minecraft is owned by Microsoft.
Okay. Because I mean, it's very similar.
They bought Mojang, I think in 2018 or something.
Got you. And then they just, Lego got rights to it, just like they do everything else. I get it.
Yeah, because if anyone remembers the old Minecraft world cubes, they were I think they were a Crusoe project before Crusoe became ideas.
So, if you're as old as I am, when people started talking about Minecraft, I was like, what are you talking about? The last time I heard anything about Minecraft, it was a game that came on your computer
in 2009.
Yeah, even before that, like I'm talking about the early 90s when you had a computer that really didn't even have internet and stuff. It was just mainly for typing and printing and stuff like that. And they would come with these game called Minecraft, and you just click the bricks and you try not to get the bombs.
Oh, you're thinking of Minesweeper.
Oh, okay. That is what I think you're right.
Yeah, because I remember when I first started using a computer in 2005, it was a 2003 Dell computer with Windows XP,
that's right.
Which was the next step up from Windows 98.
When I first started having a computer, they talked about it was running on DOS, a DOS system.
Yeah, I have no idea
what that even means, but I remember hearing that.
That would have probably predated the Windows system, because Windows came out in 1995, which was 2 years before dial-up internet. But but as a Minecraft player, I'm just glad this set exists on the market. And as an Inside Out, as someone who went to see the original Inside Out movie in theaters, I'm thinking maybe I'll buy this one day just to get that joy brickhead.
Yeah, you got a lot of brickheads.
And also in the Family Guy cutaway of Inside Out, Meg played Sadness, which was funny.
What's up, Mikey J?
Hi, Mikey J. Oh, we got 11 people. We got 11 people watching right now. We're just going over some of the new sets that have come out, because I've got the August 1st fever, which I don't normally have. In fact, I've never had the August 1st fever. So I'm just going to address some of these comments But let's scroll to some of these, because I also know that some people are looking forward to these two sets, the Bumblebee and the Battle Bus. There's a lot of Transporters fans out there. So hey, Mikey J says, I literally just got home from vacation. Oh, nice! In fact, I DM'd you, hoping that you and your family had a good summer.
I did see that, Mikey. You guys were at the beach. It looked fun. Johnny G thinks the bus is sweet. The Battle Bus also says, sweet lizard, Z, awesome, enjoy many hours swooshing there. What's everyone? Thank you, Mikey. I appreciate it.
Did I say anything offensive about the droids? I just called them 5-year-old brickheads droids. Because I was talking with some Star Wars fans, and we agreed that is made for the kids, not the adult collectors.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of the more simpler Star Wars sets are made for the kids, not Star Wars collectors. So I don't think that's insulting, because they literally made 4+ Star Wars sets. Hoarder put in parentheses, no, in quotations, I was that person. And Johnny also says Nation Hockey and Snow Day.
Oh, National Hockey and Snow Day. That's cool.
Yeah.
And Clever Pig, yeah, I just dropped a new city update today. Had a little technical difficulty. It was supposed to be earlier this week, but I got it up and running and I got it squared away. So I got a new update on YouTube.
And we're going back into some of the old comments. Pig says, I like Duck Bricks. Seems like a chill dude, but that set suck balls. I think I can agree for the most part, because I've gotten, obviously, selfies with Duck Bricks, and Duck Bricks has been on a couple of Brickheads a lot. And he's a cool guy, and he's actually legitimately going to break the record of most LEGO sets ever, not those bullshit people on Brickset who, for whatever reason, took their time to literally add every set ever. So when I say every set ever, that means the individual listings for all the CMFs, plus the cases for the CMFs, plus all of the video games for all the games ever, whether they're CD-ROM, PlayStation, Xbox. And we're talking, if anyone remembers, the value 4-packs, the individual sets for those 4-packs, plus the separate sale list sets for those 4-packs, plus the combination of the 4-packs. I don't know why you would do that. Why would you take the time just to make the false claim that you own every LEGO set ever? Because, I'm sorry, if you... this isn't necessarily a rant, but it's like, why would you waste your time doing that? It just... It's
not a rant, but we're getting close.
I've seen so many... I think I know of one person, because Briggsar said their name on a video once. I think I know one person who did actually add every set, and there's only a couple people on Brickset, but it's people like that who make some people lose trust in the Brickhead system, and it's like, just why? And like, I'm trying to control my anger, so I'll just let other people express my anger for me.
Straight trash. They're trash! They stink! And I'm still telling you, they stink! Period! Somebody's gotta say it! You don't do what the hell they did! You don't do it! You don't do what they did with a straight damn face! Literally say with a straight face! How do you do that? How do you do that? What the hell is going on?
That's a rant. That's a rant. That was a rant.
Well, it wasn't a rotten eggs, because I let someone express my anger for me.
No, you're good. Hey, TV's in that chat.
So that's how I'm going to justify using that from now on.
Got you.
If I'm not going full throttle in a rant because it's not something that's deeply offensive or connected to me, I will use that. And also because Mark is here. PPP. The what's everyone else saying?
Yeah, I didn't know. Team B's in the chat. He said 4+ sets. He said that's our kind of speed. That's our type of Lego.
Yeah. So we got off to where Will was talking about the pab wall, and for what he was saying about speed champions and what sets Johnny was buying. I'm not sleeping on the promo, which is why I'm checking Lego's website at least 3 times a day to make sure it doesn't sell out. Yeah. I know those poly bags are cheap because aren't all poly bags cheap? Anyway, let's go back to these sets. So we talked about that. Yeah, I just don't know what. Yeah, I think we've all made our jokes about the Durburger last week, and we've already looked at the Dungeons and Dragons. But I didn't know this Year of the Dragon Brickhead came out, so that's nice. What's everyone else saying?
You got the chat rolling pretty good right now.
Yeah, we made the jokes about the 4 easy payments. Yes, so we are going to count those. We are going to count those votes after we talk about Lego Adventures in the Amazon and Dino Island. So stay around, probably until the 1.5 hour mark, where we'll tally the votes and see who won, Mayo Hosko or Richard Brixon.
All right, give me 2 seconds. I gotta let these dogs out because I ain't got nobody here with me tonight.
Who let the dogs out?
Who?
He says, is that one Paradisa minifigure in her underwear? That's just wrong. It's probably the leg piece that has yellow legs with the waist attachment being white. That's probably what it is. And I think we've gone through most of these comments now. Read the rules in the description. It was a disappointing outcome, Dave. I wish it was more, I wish a lot of ideas projects was more like what the idea submission was. But if you read over the terms and conditions of Lego ideas, then they can do that, even though people wish that they wouldn't. I forget about Portal Master, Oki. Please fill us in what Portal Master is, because I think I might know what you're talking about, but I don't want to speak for you. So Zissou bought Ninjago dragons and I guess pieces from the Pab wall. And also is interested in some dreams sets with some sword pieces. What's everyone saying? Yeah, apparently, I guess while I was sleeping, RC uploaded another city update. And we got Lego Team B, so we do have the birds and the bees, because Hive's probably lurking while he's preparing his rant. Yeah, I'm more advanced than a 4+ builder. So because we got the birds and the bees, let's do this.
Are you afraid of bees? They're only insects after all. I wouldn't care if hundreds were swarming around. I'd just blow smoke and make them buzz off. Buzz, 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 retorted Duck.
What's the buzz?
And let's go over some of these other sets. Okay, so they've, I guess the advent calendars dropped. And Hoarder said that he got the Sarlacc pit. And there's the most, and there's the most beautiful set of this whole month. In fact, of this whole year, the Ferrari F40 supercar.
Let me see that glass. Can we see the back of that thing?
Well, let's see the actual images, because I want to talk about this set, and I want to make two comparisons. So there's the main image. There's the set with the box. Let's actually watch this little 7-second video. That's the 360 spin. And it's such a beautiful set. Let's watch it again.
Let's see. Look at that back glass. What they use, cheese wedges? That looks good, man.
Yeah, they used a bunch of, well, because it's a Speed Champions, you know they're going to use some wicked curved pieces. And there's the minifigure inside the car. So
I like how they did like the 80s minifigure.
Yeah, I'm guessing that Ferrari, well, it makes sense that it kind of, that minifigure kind of looks like from the 80s, because the Ferrari F40 came out in 1993.
Yeah. Yeah, you see but the fig's like a normal fig, not like a race car driver, like all the other Speed Champion ones.
Because in my opinion, that minifigure reminds me of a background extra from Cheers or Seinfeld.
That's funny.
Which is appropriate for a real life car that came out in the early 90s. That's a side-on view. Look at that shape line.
Okay, Cliff. Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Hey, Cliff. Yes. So I kind of summoned Cliff. I kind of summoned Cliff to the stream because I let him know that I added his Frozen to StreamYard.
Oh yeah.
So let me get it up, because he sent this to me on my behalf.
Mayo is frozen on the stream. That is so hilarious. Look at him. Everybody's talking. He's frozen. Super focus, Mayo. Super focus. Look at him. Yep. If you move, you gotta give us Lego.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, because I let Cliff know that I was gonna do it the next time he stopped on. And all of the Australians out there, hope you're having a good Saturday.
Mikey J, yeah, I was just gonna chime in on that. Clever Pig, yeah, exactly. The F40, and it's
the F40 is better than the Testarossa, and I'm biased because it's my favorite car ever, and it'll be my first ever Speed Champions.
Well, one Ferrari, like the Testarossa, that was the Ferrari that the majority of the people could get. But cars like the F40 and the F50, the Enzo, the LaFerrari, like all these are like super special Ferraris that usually, even to get them, you've had to own 3 certain Ferraris before. Like that's how they really do those cars in real life. So I mean, the F40 is just up there on a whole nother level. It's really it's an F1 car for the street. It's pretty badass.
Well, who knows? Maybe Octane might be able to sell rant fuel branded beverages in my city. Who knows?
I'm going McLaren. I'm going, if you're talking original McLaren F1 with the 3-seater and the seat in the middle, Clever. I'm definitely going with that one.
Hoarder doesn't want to have to type again. Mikey says, I don't believe anyone that says they have all the sets Lego ever made. I'll find something they don't have. Do you have the Weeblix? You mean Weetabix Castle? That's the original Lego castle. That predates the yellow castle. Johnny says, Jabbo thought Go for Bob pumping up the numbers. Exactly. Johnny knows who I'm talking about. I don't know why Go for Bob would do that. Horda says, I couldn't be the only one that thought the clip was going to be the guy singing, Awimmoe, 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 Awimmoe. Yes, indeed. Do you want to talk about that, RC, after we go through some of these sets?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Logic doesn't check out. If you see it's sold, it's gone. You need them space babies. It's not sold yet. A pig says, a vote for Richard Brixton is a vote for America.
That's right, Clever. That's right.
And post-surgery, Cliff is just resting up. And also sorry that his AC went out. Summer's the worst time for an AC to go out. Yeah, so hope Cliff is feeling comfortable in that Arkansas heat. Yeah, those figs in the battle bus are pretty damn cool because they're Fortnite characters, and Fortnite characters have a lot of detail. Porter says Lego ideas often don't make what people want when they vote for a certain set. Guess that's what we brickable instructions for. Exactly. Yes, we all hope that Cliff is healing right now. Dave says, just had Kmart, mate, went through 5 boxes of Space Sea maps. I was at Target and I got one of the Target employees to pull out the deck inside the box so I could reach for the figs underneath to search for an M-Tron. I'm pretty sure someone scooped up all the M-Tron and the Ice Planet figs in there, so I walked away with nothing. I'm not sleeping on Speed Champions. There's just never been a Speed Champion set I wanted to buy. Because we're gonna talk about the early days of Speed Champions. Pretty soon. Well, of course, because we're going to do a Speed Champions stream about it.
So I'm going to address the chat right quick. Clever Mikey J, Clever Pig was pretty close to right. I thought he was right actually. Whenever he said that, I knew it was a small displacement like V8, but it's 2.9 liter. So yeah, and then I also want to ask the chat, what do you think is better, F40 or F50? Because, I mean, a lot of people compare those because it's just the next model up, and they're very similar cars. But some people like the F40 over the F50 for different reasons.
I see more people comparing the F40 with the LaFerrari, because I think nowadays, in terms of Ferrari fans, excluding their racing fleet, the F40 and the LaFerrari are the most loved cars. There's a lot of people who love the curvature of the LaFerrari, and there's other people like me who like the smooth curves but streamlined look of this baby.
Yeah. Well,
there's the back of the box.
So if you ever look up the F50 compared to the 40, is that the F50 just looks like a slightly advanced version of this car.
Yeah, there's a lot of different comparisons we can make, and Pig's posting up some of the stats about it. I'm not sure about that, Dave. I haven't heard about that.
Yeah, Ferrari has like strict rules to owning their cars. They can even once you buy a Ferrari, you don't really own it. Like they can dictate what you do and don't do to the car sometimes.
Yeah, you can't afford Brixtonville. Exactly, you can't afford it. Vote Meow Mayo.
You know what? You can afford it. You want to know why? Because I pay for it all.
Yeah, well, it will be off It will be off the hook because we're going to go through literally every Speed Champion set ever, and there's a lot of Speed Champions. A pig agrees with me the F40 is better than the F50. And I prefer Ferrari over Lamborghini. I prefer Ferrari over McLaren. The only racing vehicles I like more than Ferrari are Red Bull.
So, depending on what Lambo and what Ferrari you're talking about, but honestly, Lamborghinis are some really nice cars. There's a lot of Lambos I would take over a Ferrari any day. Plus, Ferrari's got some BS rules that come to it, and then not only that, some like, for example, they've got these stipulations and stuff. Like they've got a 21,000 mile service on a lot of them, and what that means is you have to take the motor out and have it completely rebuilt. After 21,000 miles, your car depreciates an insane amount of value. And they keep records of all this. So if it hits past it and it hasn't been done or you don't have records of it, then your car's worth so much less. It's crazy. Ferraris, it's something else.
I think that kid looks like the son of someone who drives a Ferrari. Just by the way they got him posed right there. And that's him building it. You can see those seats inside there.
It's a great looking car. I'll be honest with you. I feel like Lego really knocked it out of the park with that build because it looks so close to the real thing. It looks really good.
Yeah, I thought once upon a time there was a yellow Ferrari, but it was just in one of the Lego books I confused it for a Lamborghini. So that was my bad.
Are you talking about in real life or are you talking about in Lego?
I'm talking about Lego.
Oh, okay. I was going to say because this car did come in. I know the F50 came in yellow. I don't know if the 40 came in yellow.
I didn't know it was a Ferrari t-shirt, Johnny. It does look crisp. Okay, so there is a yellow Ferrari, but I guess not the one I saw in the Lego book. Mike says, Lego won me over with Speed Champions, Countach, and Corvette Stingray.
Yeah. Two awesome builds.
So I'm going to get up the Lego Adventurers sets on Brickset. So we can talk about
ever.
So we can talk about Amazon and the Dino Island. So we're gonna go to sub-theme. There's 7. Let's look at the Amazon sets first because that came out in 1999. So they got it tagged under Jungle. There's only 10 sets to look at here, but we'll finish showing off. This is the last image of the Ferrari F40. I'm just keeping this on screen while we're talking because it's just the best. I think it's the best set of 2024. I'm so biased when I say that. Let's go back.
Looks great.
Just a quick browser. I really just wanted to get to the Ferrari F40, but there's a ton of other sets. So as we're scrolling, if anyone sees any sets that they want to talk about in chat, we'd be happy to talk about it. I'm on the fence about that Age of Ultron set. Everyone wants the Jedi Bob Starfighter. I'm surprised Dancing Groot is out of stock already. I'm surprised that America's Cup yacht is out of stock already. I think I saw Mark buying that.
That is a really cool. I think that's pretty cool. Can you click on that?
Yeah, it's a Chevrolet Camaro. NASCAR.
Oh, this one. I thought you were clicking on the train one next to it.
Yeah, we can look at the train one. We've looked at the train one before.
Yeah, I know.
It's a tram, but because it's based on a North American style tram, they call it a streetcar.
You know, this reminds me of a build that we've already gotten before, like the train that was like this, right? It reminds me of the airport shuttle monorail, and then we also got a train that was in red like this, right? A passenger train in red?
Yeah, because I own that. I own the 2010 red passenger train that has a similar curved front.
Yeah. Yeah. So
That
this
was
is very
that was
similar.
that was my first and only passenger train.
Oh, okay.
And this just looks like a downscaled version of that, which is pretty cool. And this, I like that they're keeping that white and dark turquoise color scheme for the train stations. And because of the color scheme, it just reminds me of Bright Line in Florida.
Oh yeah. You know about that. That's cool. I should send you a video of it one time.
It probably gives me those Florida vibes because white and dark turquoise are the colors throwing orange of the Miami Dolphins.
Clever pig, Mikey. I was thinking you should start thinking negative percentages on possibilities of that happening.
Oh, I didn't know they came out with this Encanto brickhead. That's nice. Yeah,
hey, Rambutan.
It's the top of the hour, so we need to get a hurry along with these adventures set. But I think this set name is funny for this Animal Crossing set. Fly with Dodo Airlines. They got a dodo bird character. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
And I like that the Animal Crossing tree in the autumn color. That looks pretty nice too. I'm glad they came out with a second wave of Animal Crossing. I need to plug in my Mac soon. I'll probably do that as we're going through the sets. And even though I went to see Up in theaters back in the day, I don't really care for the Up Lego sets.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you. I mean, I know a lot of people were crazy about that Up house, but I never got it.
I wasn't crazy about it. And I guess everyone wanted that Batman 8-in-1 brickheads because it's sold out.
Sold out. Wow.
And these Mario sets are just going to be here forever. Still, and there's okay, so it looks like there's only one more page, which is good. I still have no idea why this is called a soda jungle maker. There was no where if you're gonna make a soda jungle maker, where's the Mountain Dew in your soda set?
You know it's called soda because that's what they call this in the game. I think this is the soda level, and that's because the only reason I know that is because of that caterpillar.
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, that's just weird. I don't understand it. Yeah, that was all the sets. I gotta say, this thing is pretty cool.
Is Transformers?
It looks like a crossover between Transformers and Dreams.
It is Dreams though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I know that a lot of people were also buying this battle mech right here too.
What does that convert to in US? Because this says $200 right there. Like, holy smokes!
I don't know. Someone get out the currency converter. Anyway, it's time to talk about LEGO Adventures. This week we're going to be covering the Amazon and the Dino Island. So, let me go get my charger, and you talk about what you were going to talk about with your sitting.
Oh, okay. It's $130 US, by the way, so still kind of pricey. Anyways, yeah, no, I've got quite a bit of the adventure stuff in my city. I've got a Chew, that's one of the figures there. I've got Johnny Thunder up there in the jungle section. I've got some of the adventure pieces like the golden it's like a, I don't know, it's like a golden idol or something like that, but I use it over there in the Islander section. That's the same place I used that figure of Chew at because he looks like he goes perfect over there. And I like I said, I've worked them throughout my city, But I wish I had a section in the desert or over here on the western side, but the western's going to eat it all up, so I just don't have any room. But I wish I could do like the pyramids and the mummies and all the Egyptian sets kind of that they did when they did the adventurers. I can't remember how they did it, what they called each one, but they had adventures in the Amazon. They had adventures in the snow. They had like a snow mountain one. They had, like I said, the Egyptian or like the Egypt ones. So it was one theme that kind of had a bunch of themes in it. It's pretty weird, but I just don't have this. I just don't have the room for all of it. I may try and fit in some of these other themes throughout the city, but
it's $110, Mikey. Johnny's looking forward to the Dino Island. When I hear Ferrari, it reminds me of big hair, shoulder pads, nannies, oversized suits. I have no idea about Dukes of Hazzard.
You've never seen or heard about that show?
I've heard about it, never seen it. Don't wanna.
Oh, they say it's all controversial because they have the Confederate flag on top of the car, but the God's honest truth
which is why they're never going to make the general lead.
Exactly. But they just made a big deal out of it because the show itself is a super like laid back, like very wholehearted, wholesome show. There's no killing, there's no murder, there's no drug dealing, there's no like it's just a wholesome TV show, really.
Was TJ Hooker from that show?
I believe that's his name.
Yeah.
That's
hello,
Bo.
Hello, Rambutan Abusic.
Yeah, I said I
exactly.
couldn't pronounce that one either.
The South will fly again.
What's up, Skyrin? Long time no see.
Hey, Skywin. Potato. Everyone spam the potato emoji for Skywin.
Yeah, in fact, if you've ever heard of shorts called Daisy Dukes, that term comes from that TV show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, I know a lot of the references. I've just never seen the show.
Yeah, it's not a bad show. It's just and it's almost like slapstick silly on some of the stuff.
You know, to get free shipping of my Ferrari F40 order, I ordered the cheaper sets with the neoclassic Johnny Thunder.
Very nice.
And Johnny Thunder is going to be featured in a lot of these sets. The knockoff Henry Jones had a lot of different names. Dr. Kilroy, Dr. Charles Lightning, and Professor Articus, depending on which country you're from, with these adventure sets. No, I haven't. Hello, Skywin. Potatoes are cool. So, anyway, let's look at these sets, shall we? And we're going to go through them one by one, like we always do with these vintage themes. So, all of these are from 1999. There was only a handful of adventures in Egypt that were from 1999. So let's go through them one by one. So set 1271, The Jungle Surprise, had 33 pieces, 1 minifigure, and the RRP was $2. I freaking love that chrome gold amulet.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, I've got a couple of those over there on the Islander side. They fit in so well. But yeah, no, great piece. That's a cool set.
And I think it was the Amazon sets where Pippin Reed really came onto the scene.
Yeah, I've got. You know what? I've got that torso now. I know what it goes to because I remember seeing it not too long ago.
And as I said on the last stream, in some countries of the world, Johnny Thunder was called Sam Grant or Joey Freeman, and in other countries of the world, Pippin Reed was known as Gale Storm or Linda Lovely.
And we got another one of those printed maps right there. Came with a lot of printed maps. And also, you see that backpack that can hold a lot of accessories back there.
Yeah, in fact, I got a Ziploc bag full of all the Adventures figs right here next to me.
Yeah. We'll show that after we look at these sets. Set 5901, the River Raft, had 19 pieces, 1 minifigure. RRP was $4.50. Got that same map piece, that same backpack piece, that same snake, but you get some dynamite and a different figure.
And a different fig. You see how they used to put guns in them? You see they won't do that now.
That's a rifle.
Yeah.
From the Western. See, all of the rifles and revolvers in these sets are from the Western sets.
Yep. They came out the same time frame.
Actually, Adventures came out the year after. They came out the year that Western retired.
Yeah. But when I say like they're the same time frame, I mean like they came out like right after each other. Whatever. I'm not saying like they're 10 years apart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just right back and forth to each other.
Yeah. They did a lot of rafts like that back in the day. Pretty sure this is the Kabaya version, set 5902.
Yeah, it's the same
Pretty
thing.
sure this is the Kabaya version. Yes, because it was availability promotional. So if it was promotional in the late 90s, then it was the Kabaya version.
I see that they also put a warning.
And I'm pretty sure this was also the Kabaya version. Actually, no. This must have been. It says retail. So maybe this was just a repackaging. That's weird. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
Oh, that one had a warning label on it, the instructions, and then the other one before did not.
Maybe one was the box, one was a poly bag.
Got you.
Maybe that's just a theory. Anyone who's got a better theory, let us know in the comments.
Now that right there, what was this? Was this a box or is this a poly bag?
Set 5906, Ruler of the Jungle, 24 pieces, 1 minifigure. It doesn't show the retail, but used sells for $68.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that fig gets pretty pricey now. So if you would have had this from back in the day, you would have made a pretty penny on this.
The minifigure is why the used value is $68.
Yeah.
Because this is a pathetic little token that everyone wants because of the minifigure. Because it's a badass fig. As ACOB would say, it's a heater.
Well, yeah, and I mean, just look at the fig, though, like the headdress, like the colors, the printing, just like everything to it. I mean, that's honestly one of probably the best detailed minifigs that they ever came out with.
And this minifigure is so detailed, they probably spent more than 60 seconds finding a picture of an Amazon leader. They probably spent 5 minutes to find a picture of an Amazon tribe leader to get it to be this detailed.
Yeah, because it is pretty cool.
Because there's plenty of figs from back in the day that Lego would have found a picture of in 60 seconds and like, yeah, we can base a minifig off of that. This is something you'd need to take 300 seconds to fully grasp.
And not only that, it's like for the time frame, we were getting, 2 eyes and a smile. So
no, we were not getting that in 1999.
But I'm just saying
we were getting that 11 years earlier. If anything, we were getting more of the eyebrow guy than the smiley guy.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is that most figs were not this detailed. Like most figs did not have this much time because all the figs really were just kind of basic compared to like today's figs. So this one was like way ahead of all the other figs.
Although if you go back to figs from the late 90s, particularly with the non-town sets, the minifigures are more detailed than what people remember they were, and this is one of them.
Yeah, no, I had the opportunity to get this for like $40 and I bought it.
And I love the old system logo from the 90s before they came out with specialized themed logos.
Yeah.
Like they came out with a specialized theme logo for Rock Raiders, which was also sold in 99. Set 5925, the pontoon plane, 72 pieces, 1 minifigure, retailed for $6. See that same dynamite piece?
Yep, and it's an interesting plane. It's only like a one-seater.
Yeah, this is another one of the biplanes, but because this is an Amazon biplane, it's technically a seaplane. They call it a pontoon plane. Because it's got the pontoons to land on the river. And I love the box art. You got the willow trees and the sun shining through the trees to create that green glow.
Yeah. Team B, you said no. What are you talking about? Curious.
5936, the Spider's Secret. 128 pieces, 3 minifigs, retailed for $12. Seeing the first instance this year of the Adventurer's car chassis.
Yeah.
And I think, again, the return of the printed license plate tile with HC514.
Yeah, and you know what else? I think this is one of the, I would say it's one of the first sets that started including that camera piece that you could put the tape in the back of.
Yeah. Which they reused for LEGO Studios.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure we did an episode where we covered LEGO Studios.
Yeah, no, we did.
Yeah. So this predates those studio sets, but that camera piece, some people don't know, it was actually Pippin Reed's camera.
Oh, the one right there in the green?
Yeah, it was Pippin Reed's camera before it was Steven Spielberg's camera.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I like the what they got. They used those same 1x2x5 bricks, but this time they've got Amazon printing instead of hieroglyphic printing. Yeah. And they got the skeleton holding a map that died behind the spider's web.
That was when they still had the cool dangly arm skeletons.
Yeah, before they came out with the posable arms, which I actually like the posable arms better. Because it's kind of like the battle droids.
Yeah.
From Star Wars. They use similar pieces to the battle droids. And you got a little campfire back there. And that same windscreen piece I was talking about that uses the 3M finger hinges. Anyway, set. Oh, this is another one of the sets.
This is the one.
This is the one.
Oh.
We briefly covered this last episode. Set 5956 Expedition Balloon, 175 pieces, 4 minifigs, retailed for $20. Used, it sells for over 300.
Yeah. No, it is. I mean, it's pretty cool. And what the hardest part about finding them, even when it says used 300, like I don't know if that's like an average or like a low end, but like depending on the condition of the actual blimp itself, because that's like just a shell that the whole set came in. So depending on the condition of the blimp, it can fold up and bend and like get these like creases in it really easy. So the condition of that blimp plays a role in how much it costs also.
Yeah, we talked about how the blimp was actually a canister to hold the pieces inside.
Yep.
But we think we talked about how you got those kind of Aquazone space pieces at the back.
Mm-hmm.
That holds the treasure. And you got Johnny Thunder dangling while firmly grasping a chain that has an anchor. I think that's pretty funny. They got an anchor on this thing.
Yep.
I don't think that's prototypically accurate to a real Zeppelin.
No, and I think it's just some makeshift blimp or whatever that they've created for them, so that way they can cruise the Amazon or whatever.
Because this Zeppelin kind of does look cobbled together, particularly with those unsightly Technic beams.
Yeah, so that's how it connects it to the blimp. It has like a Technic hole through there that a Technic pin will go through. And then otherwise that bottom, you take those Technic pins out and then the bottom detaches from the blimp.
Yeah. And you see the propeller at the back? They bothered to build up a V4 engine.
Yeah.
And then it's also got that same windscreen piece with the 3M finger hinges. And then with the treasure, it's got that same chrome gold amulet.
Yep.
But there's no one dead behind that spider web this time. There's just someone's skull.
And I think, I'm not sure, but I'm assuming that that's a bad guy and then they're coming for him.
Yeah, because it's Senor Paliemo or something and Rudo Valiello, blah, 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 blah. Because I can go get the minifigs. I can go get the minifigs. Yeah, it's Rudo / Max Villano.
Villano, so he's the villain.
That's the name of that guy.
Yeah, I've got him right here.
Who is he's one of the two bad guys from the Amazon. Harry Kane is I guess Harry Kane is Johnny Thunder's pilot. Because Harry Kane seems to travel in the same sets as Johnny. So it's like, it's a little scientific team. Johnny Thunder is the commander-in-chief. Harry Kane is the pilot. And Dr. Kilroy Johnny Thunder's the ringleader. Dr. Kilroy / Charles Lightning is the brains of the operation, and Harry Kane is the pilot. So you can kind of make a parallel with the situation of the Planet Express crew in Futurama. Dr. Kilroy, Harry Kane, and Johnny Thunder are kind of like Fry, Leela, and Bender.
You know, I was kind of thinking more Indiana Jones, but yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, but you could think of it that way if you really wanted to.
Yeah,
because they've got specific roles that they play out in these sets.
Yeah. Did you ever go watch Indiana Jones the other day?
No, I'm gonna watch it when I'm done building the Temple of the Golden Idol. I'm not building any Lego today because I just had so much to talk about.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that was that. The set 5976, the River Expedition. 318 pieces, 7 minifigs, retailed for $50. I'm not crazy about the boat, but I am crazy about the temple.
Yeah. No, and then that same figure comes in it again, a Chew.
And anyone, if we've got anyone from Louisiana in the chat, that Amazon riverboat reminds me of some of the ships on the Mississippi River, with the tall mast and the double deck.
Yeah. Yeah, those. You ever seen the movie River Cruise?
No.
With Dwayne Johnson?
No.
Okay, well, that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, and so you know how when I got back from Brick World Chicago and I got that pirate set from that 4-pack and we compared my my mock palm tree to the original posable palm tree and the static palm tree? This is from the era of the static palm tree, which you can see right there.
Oh, indeed.
because the static palm tree has more detail in the trunk, but it's not movable.
Oh, so that one's not movable.
No, because you can see it's static.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, because they sacrificed the possibility for more detail, which you can pick your poison, but I know what most people will say.
Oh, you already know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. But I'm gonna kind of be that guy, and it might be a little bit of nostalgia in me. I don't mind the detail in those trunks.
I mean, they're not the worst. There's the newer ones are horrible, but those, I mean, they're not the worst.
Well, because there's 3 different generations, and I mean, I'm gonna be that guy. I prefer you be able to build your trees instead of the pre-molded ones. I'm gonna be that guy because I'm a mock builder.
Yeah. So I like the ones with each independent element, like obviously the original ones, and then I like being able to use these palms. You know, I'm not a real big fan of the new palms that are the clip-on ones. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not as big a fan of the clip-on palm leaves as I am of those palm leaves right there.
Which I'm glad they still sell individual palm leaves that have a stud connection.
Yeah, exactly. Because the clip ones, they're so fragile.
Yeah. Yeah, the big problem I have with this palm tree is that if you forget to have that 2x2 round plate on, the leaves spin around really easily.
Yeah.
Because you can just sneeze and they'll move.
Well, do you ever use the one piece that they use for lanterns and other stuff? It has like a bar on the bottom, and then it comes up.
Yeah, I've used that in trees before.
Yeah, especially palm trees.
But anyway, enough about the tree. Get that same golden amulet. Get that same Achu minifigure. Get another Skelly. We get a brush bush. And so you got that nice rock formation for the temple. Got more spiders, and Spinoza for some reason made a comeback. And Spinoza's holding the map.
Yep, honestly, that's the one that I consider the monkey. The new one I almost consider like a Friends figure, even though they use them in like Lego City and stuff. I don't really like that's the best monkey out there.
Yeah, Spinoza is the best monkey Lego ever made. And we got a little jetty so that the riverboat can pull up. And I like the detail of the smokestack on the riverboat.
Yeah.
And Dr. Kilroy is holding a sextant. They've got a skull on the boat for some reason.
The sextant is honestly one of the cooler pieces that they ever made. I'll be honest with you.
I don't think they had a sextant in any of the pirate sets at this time.
I don't know if they did or if they didn't, but I've seen it used all the way into like Harry Potter sets, and I've seen it used in other sets as like holding up lamps and all sorts of stuff. Like they've really used that piece for all sorts of things.
Any pirates collector out there, let us know when they started using the sextant piece in pirate sets. Yeah. So that's pretty much for that. Then we got the biggest set, because it was on the raised base plate. This is the last one from the Amazon. Set 5986 Amazon Ancient Ruins. 458 pieces. 458 pieces, 8 minifigs retailed for $80. It's got that cool raised base plate and that cool rope bridge.
Yeah, the bridge element, the base plate. It's even got a boat, and then that chassis cab car, and honestly, that's an awesome set.
Got another one of the palm trees.
Holy smoke! Look at that used price and new price.
Yeah, it's a lot. The new price is just as much as an airport shuttle.
Yeah.
because this has some expensive figs in it. And we're actually gonna look at the figs for this one. But that is one hell of a rainbow colored temple.
You know, I think all those colors, the red, the yellow, and the blue, all go together pretty well.
Yeah, because it's an Amazon set.
Yeah,
you kind of expect that color scheme for an Amazon set.
Yeah, they did really well.
Because a lot of the Amazon tribes, they built infrastructure in their culture based on what they gather in the jungle. So this looks right in the context of Amazon.
Exactly. Because they're going to only be able to create paints and stuff out of the clays and stuff that are around.
Yeah, because the Aztecs, their infrastructure was different because they had a little bit more resources than what the Amazon tribes did. So that's why when you compare the Aztecs with the Amazonians, the Aztecs have these big, grand-looking things, but there's not as much stuff in the jungle, which is why you see a lot of Amazonian stuff that looks like this, which is very prototypical. I like it in the context of Lego. You get
and as you always like to say, look at that box art, man. It does look so good.
Yeah, because it just, the box art screams Amazon.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, and we got that bat piece from the Fright Nights.
Oh, yeah.
And just got a lot of the same pieces we expect to see in these sets. But let's look at the minifigs. So you got Archu, Gabaros, Johnny Thunder, Pippin Reed, who they have / Miss Gale Storm. Remember what I said? Yeah, so we already looked at
Senor Gomez
/ Senor Palomar. Dr. Kilroy, we get 2 of the skeletons. Yeah. So so it was Rudo Villano and Senor Palomar / Senor Gomez.
So I've got pretty much every single one of those figures besides Gabareros and Miss the Pippin Reed or Miss Gale Storm. I've got her torso. I just need a hand and the head. I've got the hat and I've got everything else.
Because I think Pippin Reed only appeared in one of the Egypt sets, but she was in more Amazon sets than what Johnny was.
Yeah.
Which is why I associate the Amazon sets with Pippin Reed more so than Johnny Thunder. But anyway, that was the adventures in the Amazon. Let's go to Dino Island. I know that Johnny was looking forward to this. So everyone in the comments, let us know what you thought about those Amazon sets as we go into the Dino Island. Start off with set 1278, Jones and baby Tyranno. 23 pieces, 1 minifigure. The used value is $23. I love that print. I love that baby T-Rex.
I do like that T-Rex.
Johnny has a sextant.
Is that 2 different scenes, or did it come with 2 Johnny Thunders?
That's kind of like a split screen in the box.
Yeah, I get it.
And so you see that kind of Jurassic Park volcano because it looks like a Hawaiian volcano.
Yeah, this is when Jurassic Park was a big deal.
Yeah, because when I went to Hawaii, we passed by the volcano and the ranch where they filmed Jurassic Park when we went on an island-wide bus tour, and we finished off at the pineapple plantation and tried a Dole Whip.
Nice.
And on the eastern side of the island, we went to the macadamia farm, but of course I couldn't eat them.
Johnny said, "Sweet lizard."
And so when we got back off the bus tour back in Honolulu, I loved the Dole Whip so much we went and got more at the 7-Eleven next to Trump Towers.
Nice.
Yeah. So we get this crate that has just a whole bunch of accessories on this cart. So if you want accessories from Dino Island, if that's what you want to get, set 1279 Cunningham's Dino Fund. This is the something where Mr. Cunningham came into play a lot. 21 pieces, 1 minifigure, used value is also $23. So Dino Island is from the year 2000, and this was the Kabaya version.
He almost looks like a prospector, like you'd see in a Western.
Yeah. Because if you know, kind of reminds me of Stinky Pete from Toy Story 2, which came out 2 years before this set. Stinky Pete. Anyway, that's just a basic
I'm not sure.
little plane. Set 1280 Dr. Killboy's microcopter. 28 pieces, 1 minifigure. Used value is $15. Dr. Killboy's got the camera this time.
He's got it all. He's got the strap. He's got his gun on the side. He's got the camera. He's got it all.
Yeah, because a lot of these small sets are really good for the minifigure and the accessories, and he's got the propeller that faces the Z-axis rather than the Y-axis. And this was also a Kabaya set.
When you say Kabaya set, what do you mean?
Kabaya is a Japanese sweets company.
I get you.
They're a Japanese confectioner. Set 1281, Mike's Dino Hunter. Another set with Mike. Actually, no. Mike and Mr. Cunningham are different figs. 24 pieces, 1 minifigure. Used value is also $23, and it was another Kabaya set.
Is that minifigure face from Power Miners or not Power Miners, Rock Raiders?
I think it was.
I think it is.
Any of you Rock Raiders aficionados, let us know. That's the same set again, 5903. That's the same set again, 5904. 5911, Johnny Thunder's plane. This is probably Johnny Thunder's most basic plane ever, because the retail was only $3, 22 pieces, 1 minifig.
That's probably the most basic slapped together plane I've ever seen.
Yeah, because this is kind of what I expect from a McDonald's Happy Meal.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah. Set 5912, Mike's Swamp Boat.
Oh, Mikey J!
19 pieces, 1 minifigure, was also retailed for $3.
What's cool with this is it came with the pterodactyl, though.
Yes, we got a medium-sized molded dinosaur. Now we're getting into the dinosaurs. This is
for $3. What a better deal!
A hoverboat type thing. Yeah, you get a lot more stuff here, particularly with the small, or with the medium. Actually, no, this is a small dinosaur. The other one was a baby dino.
Yeah.
You get a lot more for $3 with this set, in my opinion.
You definitely do.
And Dr. Kilroy's car, 5913, also retailed for $3, 21 pieces, 1 fig. This is just another one of those Happy Meal type sets, even though it wasn't a Happy Meal set. You know, I think I'm going to dub this scale Happy Meal scale.
You wouldn't be far off.
And it's another one of those vehicle with accessories and a figure that they just repeated verbatim. Now this is a little bit more special. 5914 Sam Sinister and Baby T-Rex, 21 pieces, 1 minifigure, also $3, retail for $3. You get Baron von Baron / Sam Sinister, and again with the Baby T-Rex. It's a little cage, and you get that really cool yellow net.
I was getting ready to say they get the net and then a cage too. That's pretty cool. I'm assuming that's probably one of the first times they brought that net out. Lego.
Yeah, because I remember they used this in a lot for the jellyfishing nets in SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this was a Lego Island set, I believe. 5920 Island Racer. 50 pieces, 1 minifigure, used value is $25. With Sam Sinister.
That's a pretty cool set.
And this would have been used in the Lego Island video game.
I'm just curious how he's driving. He's holding a gun in one hand. He's got a hook on the other one.
No steering wheel.
Interesting.
You get those tap faucet pieces as the mufflers, and you got that nice grill right there.
I was getting ready to say that grill piece is awesome.
And you see those wheels in a lot of sets. Set 5921 Research Glider, 57 pieces, 1 minifigure, retailed for $6. You get that same pterodactyl mold.
Just then, now you get it in what looks like a tan color.
Yeah, and you get some brick built foliage, like literally brick built foliage. And I believe that wing for the plane is a vinyl.
That's the same.
Is vinyl.
It is. It's the same. So it's like a plastic vinyl piece. You're exactly right, like a sail. But it's the same wing that came off of one of the Time Cruiser sets. Or
And
actually, not Time Cruiser. Sorry, Time Twisters.
And he's got that harpoon in his hands. 5934 Dino Explorer. This is that tracked vehicle I always see. 88 pieces, 2 minifigures, retailed for $15. Get a red pterodactyl.
I'll be honest with you. I think that little vehicle right there is freaking awesome.
Yeah, this is the best of the vehicles that doesn't fly or swim because it's tracked.
Yeah, and that's a pretty cool build right there.
And you got that same grill piece, that same windscreen piece, the obligatory crate of accessories.
Yep.
And
you
a little
get the,
campfire by the rocks.
And then you get that chassis piece in there also.
Yes.
Yeah.
But used just as a part of the build instead of acting as the entire chassis.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. 5935 the Island Hopper. 205 pieces, 1 minifigure, retailed for $20. Get that brown. Actually, no, that's a dark orange pterodactyl. They really liked using these pterodactyls.
Yeah, and you can tell the difference in color just because the propellers are actually brown.
This color scheme reminds me of the original UCS X-Wing.
I do really like that build, to be honest with you. That's a pretty awesome plane. That's like a seaplane. The way it's got the pontoons and everything.
Yeah, just like that one from the Amazon.
Yeah.
And you can see that nice volcano in the box art right there.
Indeed, with the waterfall and that's a pretty sweet set. I like that. I'm not gonna lie.
And 5955 All-Terrain Trapper, 185 pieces, 3 minifigures, retailed for $30. We get the Stegosaurus this time.
And the
Triceratops.
Look at that.
And I think there's some baby T-Rexes back there. Looks like it's munching on a small foliage.
Oh, and that thing on the back of the car, I was like, what is going on here? They're throwing the net.
Now that's a custom catapult with some slopes. Looks like they're trying to launch that net to trap the Triceratops.
Yeah. I do like that Stegosaurus though.
Yeah, it looks like that Stegosaurus is trying to eat some leaves, but is going to get trapped. 5975 T-Rex Transporter, 321 pieces, 5 minifigs, retailed for $50.
Oh,
This longboat and this cage tractor trailer reminds me of 2 different Jurassic World sets
yeah.
that
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Clicking Cliff owns.
That T-Rex, that big one that's in this set, I actually have that on the Time Cruiser side.
You get the big T-Rex and the baby T-Rex, and that same license plate with that same actually no, that doesn't have that chassis, but that same grille, the printed HC514. They use that. And the other vehicle kind of reminds me of the Model Team Blue Fury.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like that. I do like that cargo ship.
That can probably hold 2 medium-sized dinosaurs in it.
Yeah.
If you move around the tails.
Looks like the cameraman's about to get eaten and doesn't know it.
And this was the last of the Dino Island sets. This was the big one. Set 5987 Dino Research Compound. 617 pieces, 6 minifigs, retailed for $88. This has the T-Rex, the Stegosaurus, the Pterodactyl, the baby T-Rex, a spider. Those were all of the animals. You got the boat, you got a boat, a plane, and a car. And you got that same net piece. You got a zip line, got a buildable tree, got that crane to load the boat, and it kind of looks like the savannah area of Dino Island.
I see that top opens up. I'm not sure what that's about, but then I also noticed it had that all white spider. I've never seen one of those before.
I think that might be a glow in the dark spider. I have a couple of them.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And you got those, you got a lot of different prints in here. Pretty sure that roof opens up to show that radar dish.
Got you.
And I think Dr. Kilroy's favorite accessory on Dino Island was the sextant.
Yeah. Is that what he's holding in the back?
Yeah, he's holding a
you.
sextant and a magnifying glass.
Yeah. I almost thought it was the camera again.
And of course, you got all your accessories that you expect. Actually that is a medium ugly rock piece that doesn't look brick built because it's got that indentation right there. And I think I can see a black scorpion too.
Yeah, down there in the foreground almost.
Yeah, and Mike is holding the baby T-Rex in his arms.
Yep.
So anyway, those were the Dino Island and the Amazon Adventurers sets.
There you go. In fact, right here, these are the ones that I have on deck. The other ones I have to get out of the city because they're all built in. But yeah. These are all of them. I'll eventually work them all in there. The one I didn't see was that you show was this guy. I'm pretty sure he may be in the Egyptian part.
Yeah, well, that's the top hat version of Lord Sam Sinister.
Got you.
In these sets, only the fifth hat version of Sam Sinister was in it.
I got you.
Yeah. So everyone, don't forget to buy your tickets to enter the giveaway. You got instructions in the chat of how to buy your tickets.
Giveaway.
And feel free to share your thoughts about the island sets. About the adventure sets we just showed us. In my personal opinion, I think that Dino Island is my least favorite of the adventurers, and Egypt is still my favorite.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Egypt and Amazon give it a close run for me.
We've kind of gone in order so far of my favorite themes so far, but that's going to change when we get to the Orient Expedition and Pharaoh's Quest next week.
I knew he was going to do that. Here, hold on. I gotta mess with this. This camera wants to keep messing around. There we go. See if it
So
works now.
everyone sound off your opinions about Dino Island and Amazon in the chat below. So what's everyone saying?
It's Charlie G lighting up the chat right now.
Dave says the next wave of City Jungle look okay with playable sound and stuff. Skyrim was born in 1999. Pippin Reed is hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. Dave
That's
says,
hot.
isn't there a beta pirate wave only go the UK for trials? I'm not sure about that. They should remake some of these sets. Having money is fun. We all need more shelf space.
Hey, give me 1 second. I gotta get the plug for the laptop. It's gonna die.
Yeah. Money can buy me happiness. Back then, toy companies didn't know better. Yeah, this era was a good time to be in your dark age because most of the sets sucked. Lego Adventurers was an Indiana Jones, was really unlicensed Indiana Jones before they got the license. Inflation. The same old chassis. Hive, if you're in the chat, we'd love to hear your thoughts about these sets.
I know Hive's got a show coming up soon.
Inflation. They were cool. Hoarder says, I wonder if I can use the front half of that blimp as the tip half, I meant to say top half, of the squid droids that destroy Camino. Maybe. Will anyone use that blimp and replace the hot air balloon on the Fortnite battle bus? That would be funny. Spam those potatoes. Spinoza is the best monkey. Hoarder says, I've been on the roll as far as modding all the GWP vehicles to scale speed champs. I had so much going on today, I have no time to build. Johnny says, I'm all about the boat. I made it out of bulk. Not everyone likes the new palm leaves.
Yeah.
The Tranquil Gardens did have a good system. The 90s was my favorite decade for Lego. The compass was a good accessory.
Oh, I love that compass in Aquazone.
The American version is a hot dog at the baseball game. There are some fantastic minifigs throughout the adventure sets.
Sweet lizard.
A lot of people really like the sets that came out during this era. Lego does take a lot of creative liberties. Rock Raiders was sold at the same time. A lot of sets from this era gave me nightmare fuel. Who doesn't love the baby T-Rex? Because they didn't use official licensed branding. I spent $10 to get the neoclassic Johnny Thunder in a set. I do think the Amazon sets were better than the Dino Island sets. That's all of the chat. Yeah. So I've got an announcement to make. I might be getting a new job soon. Let's just wait for our.
Hey, buddy, sorry I had to step away for a minute and I didn't want to interrupt you.
Yeah. Big announcement. I might be getting a new job soon.
Nice. Very nice. Where are you going to go?
I have no idea yet. I need to hand in I need to update my resume and hand it in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to be looking for a job?
Well, I have a job prospect.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So hopefully I can use that to get the money I need to go to Bricktastic.
To get to go to where? Brick Cascade?
Bricktastic.
Oh, Bricktastic. Got
in
it.
Manchester.
Manchester in Australia, or you're talking about in England?
England.
Oh, man. You're traveling all over the place, buddy.
I am.
That's pretty cool.
And also, I lodged my tax return, so I'm going to get $1,600.
Johnny G's wanting to borrow money now. So you can't
I
tell
charge a
people you got money, man.
I charge a 1% interest rate for my friends.
1% interest on every penny.
Yeah, but that means 1% on a penny would be 1/100th of a penny.
Yeah.
Which would be I think what's 100 times 100? Which would be 1/10,000th of a dollar. It's in accounts payable, which is what I did previous contractual work with. Yeah, so that's exciting news. Also, I let my Patreon pledges know that I ordered the Ferrari Speed Champions, but it's not the way I originally thought. I originally thought I'd order it from Lego.com, but I saw some of the I saw that Big W got it early release, and it was actually on shelves before day one, and so I decided to buy it because through Big W, because they had some other sets I wanted. The Simba, the the small Simba set, that was the same price as Amazon, and also the small City Jungle set with the neoclassic Johnny Thunder, that was also the same price as Amazon. And when I say Amazon, I'm talking about the e-commerce company, not Lego Adventurers in Amazon.
I don't think you had to clarify yourself, but it's all right. Thank you.
Just because of what we were talking about this stream. Because if you Google Amazon, you won't get any pictures of the Amazon rainforest. All you get is Amazon shop listings.
Hoarder said, "Let him get a loan." Said, "Hook it up with a loan."
I only do loans with people in my country. Yeah. So
I guess TV's in the same field.
So as soon as I get that package, I'm gonna build the Ferrari F40 on on an Instagram live stream, and then still got to organize the Speed Champion stream. So if I can get my Speed Champions Ferrari F40 8 studs wide, which is not a competizione version, a lot of people confuse the regular with the competizione. Hopefully this time next week we'll do a Speed Champion stream. So Hoarder has let me know he's got some Speed Champions. Clicking Cliff has let me know he's got some Speed Champions. Clever Pig, I think, bought some Speed Champions in August 1st. Macro bought the Speed Champions NASCAR.
I tell you what, I'll go get that F40 if you want to build it on a live.
And we got the two of us.
Exactly.
We got the Hollywood squares. It's going to be the same time as always. Hopefully next week, if not the week after.
Johnny G says it's down for that 40.
I've got to make sure that Cliff, Mark, Pig, and Hoarder will be available at that time. We got to find hope, and if they can't all do that same date, then we'll just have to we'll have to do it on a date where it all makes sense for all of us. But I'm going to build the Ferrari F40 as soon as I get it, which is why I'm going to build it on an Instagram live stream. So don't forget to follow me on Instagram and turn on notifications for my posts on Instagram, so you'll know when I go live building the Ferrari F40.
When are you doing the Instagram live?
Whenever my package comes.
All right, well, shoot me a heads up.
Well, you'll just have to follow me on Instagram, and you'll probably be sleeping.
Oh well, good possibility.
Because that's when the mailman comes.
Yeah. Got you. Well, if I catch it, I catch it. I'll try to.
Yeah, because Hoarder let me know all of his speed champions are built, but he was going to buy some more to build on the stream. And he's saying, always nice to have a reason to buy Lego. Not that I need any more. So what speed champions are on the market that you haven't bought yet, Hoarder? So so I wanted to announce that along with my job, and now I want to compare the Ferrari F40 to some of the other Ferrari sets that have been made in history. We've got
Johnny G, that's awesome to hear, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, well, hopefully you'll get a lot of good comments. Actually, before we compare the Ferrari F40, we need to go look at the votes.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to make a note so I can tally the votes. So we're going to make a new vote, and I'm going to call it election.
I was going to say, Hoarder, that's probably a good opportunity to catch up on like some speed champs that are retired you don't have, or some speed champs that like you haven't got yet or something.
So in order to count the votes from the YouTube chat, we have to read the comments.
Guys, I should really make a reading your comments video. Great job. This is the best thing I've ever seen since yesterday.
Good. What high praise, man. What a great comment.
Too much cliffhanger, not enough story, craves more story, am very sad.
Am very sad, dude.
So he was scarped.
I've been scarped before, it's not fun.
So let's go read the comments. Let's get up my comments. So we'll do the stuff that wasn't the votes to begin with. So I uploaded a video about the Lego dinosaurs at Brick World Chicago. Nate Mr. Blue said, great video, Mayo, have a great week. I'm going to say I had a very good, so I had a really good week, but not great.
I couldn't imagine you having a bad week, Mayo. You seem like you got it squared away.
In May, I have a lot of bad weeks. In October, I have a lot of bad weeks. Lego Team B said, one of the best videos of the Saurus from Brick World. That's getting a heart. And I'm going to say, it was a pleasure to talk to Emily and Ross again. Yeah, so if you enjoy the LEGO Adventures Dino Island sets we talked about today, go back and watch my video, LEGO Dinosaurs at Brick World Chicago vlog, after this live stream. On one of my community posts, I was talking about a Star Wars Thomas the Tank Engine thoughts video. Hobby Hooligan says, "Are you speaking of a Thomas crossover Star Wars?" No, I wasn't. Then yes, I agree. They should make Star Wars Tank Engine TIE Fighters. That's funny. More importantly, I think Star Wars maybe have the most crossovers had nothing to do with what I was saying. Pretty sure Star Wars was Marvel at one point, so you can pretty much do Star Wars in anything because Disney owns it now. Like I like Family Guy Star Wars. Was not talking about a crossover, just similarities of disrupted canon. Then we got 2 new comments on my LEGO Thomas the Tank Engine at Brickvention. At LJ and Thomas said, "I love it. I love it too." And at Supersonic Fan 16 Official said, "That LEGO Thomas looks motorized. I know it's from Duplo, but is he really motorized or something?" That's getting a heart and say it was attached to a Duplo motor underneath. And also, if you're in the chat and you have not cast your vote for the election, definitely do so right now. You can say it in chat if you have not yet commented on my city update. And in general, it seems like no one likes to comment on my videos anymore because we hardly ever see the comments that we used to get. Let me refresh this. Okay, actually, there are some comments I have responded to because I needed to at that time. So now we're getting into some of the tallying. Yeah, so Chris McBricker voted for Richard. So 1 for Richard.
Sorry, buddy, I got drug away for a minute.
Yeah, 1 for Richard. Mikey J voted for Richard.
Oh, we tallying it up?
Yeah, we're tallying it up.
Oh, that's when you told me to vote for myself. I'm not going to do that. That's cheating.
So that's 2 for Richard. Mikey also said, "Have you ever thought about doing LEGO Thomas the Tank Engine mock? If it was motorized, it could be pretty cool." I'm giving that a heart and say I'm planning to do so.
Have you seen the Thomas the Tank Lego mock that had like 8 legs?
Legs?
Like a spider?
I think I did. It was abysmal.
I was gonna ask you, what'd you think of that? It's funny. Better not be a popularity contest, huh?
Haven't responded.
Well, I'd lose that one because Mayo's way more popular in the Lego community than I am.
And Johnny G just asked me, Mayo, which YouTuber would you live with in England? I'm going to give that a heart. I'm going to say the Brick Bods. Just because they're very family oriented and I'd like to be a part of their family. Plus they've got a whole room for their Lego house. No, sorry, they've got a whole house for their Lego because they bought their neighbour's old house. Believe it or not. To answer your question, Johnny. And
I'd like
that
to
was
see
all that was all of the comments from the city update.
Yeah,
Now,
Johnny G said Dunkster. Dunkster has trains.
yes, Dunkster does have some nice trains, but Dunkster's only a videographer, not a streamer.
Gotcha.
So let's go to my channel now because I did a community poll. So we got two for Richard. Let's go to my channel. Let's go to the community post. So on the community poll, we got
damn.
we got nine votes for Richard. So that's 11 to his name. 1 vote for Mayo. So that's my lonely one. I'm lonely one Kenobi.
That's funny.
And we also did an Instagram poll that I've got a picture of. I need to get it off of my phone. Where was it? Yes. So Johnny G voted for Mayo Hosko on the Instagram poll.
That's a true friend right there. True friend, Johnny.
Yeah. And Clicking Cliff voted for Richard Brixton on the Instagram poll. So those were those were the 14 votes. RC, you are the new mayor.
It's a landslide. It was a landslide.
You are the new mayor. So that means Mayo Hosko has been ousted.
Does that mean we have to start sending financial aid to Mayo City?
Yeah, so the Sig Figs have voted, and Richard Brixton is the new mayor of Mayo City. That is, a democracy has spoken.
Johnny G said, "See you in 4 years."
Yeah, 4 more years. We'll actually see you in 3 months.
Exactly. That's how it really works. It goes in November and then it goes in January.
Yeah, this is the first time that an election has actually been held because we had 14 people who voted.
Yeah.
So on the next city update, we'll announce that from blocks to mocks from blocks to mocks is Sigfig, which when he sends me the parts list is Richard Brixton. So you need to send me the parts list. Can you send me the parts list now?
Yeah, I tell you what, I gotta get the parts list together. I took a bunch of pictures of each part, like the legs, the torso, the head, the helmet, and everything. And I've got to find them in Google Lens them so I can get the parts number to send them to you. I've got them in my phone. I just got to figure out which phone, and then not only that, I got to figure out where they are in my photos because I take like 100 photos a week.
Well, you're on your computer right now. Can you find them on Google Images so I can see if I can see the parts?
Yep, I'm gonna. In fact, I'm gonna search through his phone. Hold on. We're
Yeah.
gonna Lego, and then see what I come up with here.
Yeah, because if you find them on Google Images, you can share them on the screen right now.
Yeah, exactly. And then
well, it was a sole brick democracy for a little over 2 years since I started hosting the elections, but the elections have always been uncontested because no one voted on them. So
yeah, that's the first time you've ever had an election.
So that's why Mayo Hosko ran unopposed until 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, you see, this phone sucks on searching. Like, I type in Lego and it only brings up like half my pictures.
Yeah. So do it on your computer instead.
Yeah, so hold on a second. No, it's not that. It's that I'm trying to find the images on my phone that I took a picture of. I was going to search through my photos, and when I search through the photos, it only brings up a fraction of the actual photos.
Which sucks.
Yeah,
Hoarder says, wonder what kinds of agendas both sides will be pushing in Mayo City. Well, those agendas were clearly outlined in the Lego City debate.
Freedom.
Mayo Hosko made his points and Richard Brixton made his points. So that means that means that the cost of living is going to go up, but wages are also going to go up.
So I sent it to Miss Amby, and when I sent it to Miss Amby, I took the pictures. I just got to find out when I sent it to Miss Amby. That's why I'm better off going on Instagram. Let me go get that other phone, and I'm going to look at.
Yeah. Oh, Mark wants a link. Let me go get him a link.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna go to Instagram and send Mark a link. I didn't get to see it while I was going through all those sets. I will go and get Macrobricks a link. We are live.
Is he still out there? I hope so.
We'll just have to see. Actually, that was almost 2 hours ago. Whoopsie.
Oh, Mayo.
We were just so busy covering those sets.
Here, let me go get that other phone real quick. I'll find out.
Yeah, we're always getting follow requests on my close friends. I don't know who Unboxed the Lego Mum is, but I don't know you, so sorry. Yes, you can get 3 of them in the Zelda set. Hoarder says, when it comes to politics, I stay in the center and go by case. Example, does Lego City get a dispensary? I vote yes, like the left. Do we save the man that fell into the river? No, right. Well, I think there was a clear political spectrum in the Lego City debate, and capitalism definitely won the popular vote.
Yeah, it tends to. That's why a lot of people want to move here.
Yeah, and with the Lego City election, as far as the Lego community goes, it's kind of hard to have congressional districts or anything, because I'd need to, if I really wanted to, I could ask people which state, province, or county they lived in to create some kind of congressional district if I really wanted to, but that would involve me getting to know my friends more than what I already have, and that takes time.
Yeah.
Because, of course, there would be one for Australia and one for the UK, one for Europe, one and probably 4 more for the different time zones of North America.
Yeah. See, then that.
But they would also,
real
have
complicated then.
Yeah, but they would also have to be weighted, and yeah, they would also have to be probably divided between north, south, east, and west, because there's just so many Americans in the community.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. I found a picture of them, so now I'll be able to show you. Whoever I send them to, I'm gonna send the weed whacker to also. So I've got to order these parts, but I'm going to show you here right fast.
Yeah. So no one's posted a truth or dare question. So we'll unless we get a truth or dare question before the end of the stream, we'll ask again next week. And actually, let me just scroll up.
How can I share this?
Let me scroll up to see if anyone else voted.
You know what? I'm going to and if it's too much for you, just let me know, man, because I'll build it and then I'll send you one. Because it is the reason it's gonna be like that is because I'm a landscaper, and so in order to make it look like a landscaper, I had to kind of like configure it with all sorts of parts. I'm gonna send you these on IG right now.
Yeah. I'm just seeing if anyone casted their vote in the chat. Just to.
Oh, it's not going to let me do that? Yeah,
just
right.
in case we have to do a recount.
All right, so I got 2 pictures sent to you right now.
Okay, let's see what they look like.
See if you get it.
Okay, well, that metal detector, is that from the Benny Space Squad?
I don't know where exactly you can get it from. I don't know exactly what set it is, but it is like the little metal detector here. I've got one over here. Hold on one second. Where did I put that? I've got a bag with some of the parts for my minifig. I think they're in here. Here we go.
Because it looks like it's from Benny Space Squad. Yeah, looking at these parts, I might be able to assemble this.
Yeah, and so I'm going to change this camera right quick. This camera angle. So that way I can show you. So settings, camera, integrated. Boom. All right, so this is the little metal detector thing.
Yeah, that looks like it's from the Benny Space Squad.
Yeah, and then it just has a handle there on the bottom. And then what I did is I just put those triangle wedges and that one orange piece over it to make it look like a weed whacker. And so the minifig, he's out there working. And if you ever look up Stihl equipment, STIHL, Stihl, that's actually all the equipment I use, and it's all orange. And that's like the best equipment you can really use, honestly.
Yeah. And my dad's gone to a Stihl store before.
Yeah. I mean, worldwide, it is the best.
Yeah. No one in the chat casted their votes. Horta says to you, do you close the blinds during the day or do you let sunlight hit the city?
No, honestly, that's under awning, and sunlight doesn't even really come in that way, especially with the way that the house is facing. The sun rises over here and then sets back over this way. Or actually, I'm sorry, the other way. It rises over there and then sets over here. So and then that's under an awning, so really no sun ever comes in that way. But I do usually keep them down. I just had them open because I cleaned off that shelf. I had nothing but bricks up there, and then I wanted to make this video, so I just had that open within the past day or two. No, they still have 2-stroke here in Florida. I don't know if I don't know where you're at. That is 4-stroke only, which I mean wouldn't be the end of the world, but they still have 2-stroke here. You still have to put oil in your fuel when you put your gas in there. So.
Oh, actually, I think what Mark said in terms of link me up was link me up for the Speed Champions stream.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the context of his DMs with me. Yeah, because I had a hunch he was gonna buy the NASCAR set.
Oh, okay. He had already mentioned something.
And when I looked, and then when I went on Instagram before I went to bed, I saw that he posted his haul, and yes, he did buy the NASCAR set. Yeah. I'm gonna close these now.
Yeah, no, I will say that.
And also, now that I'm in the public forum, not just behind a keyboard, I want to blame Will Harper for sending me on a rabbit hole on Wikipedia. There's so much knowledge on Wikipedia. I love it. I like Wikipedia more than I like the actual Star Wars movies.
You're talking about Wikipedia?
No, Wikipedia.
Oh, okay.
The Star Wars Wikia.
Oh, okay, cool.
Much
Do they
like
have something
how I
like that for Lego called like Brickopedia?
Yes, there is, which we showed off.
Okay.
Which we showed off on our previous stream.
Got you.
I think to get some knowledge about time cruises.
Oh, more than likely.
Yeah, on our time cruises stream. Yeah. So yeah, Wikipedia is great. And it's so funny that the fans just invent characters that didn't appear in the movies. And also they invent names for nameless characters in the movie. My favorite instance is when someone just dubbed Yoda's species on Wikipedia.
So they're just making up their own lore?
Yes, because like there's, you know, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go to YouTube.
He said, "You know what? I'm just gonna show you."
I'm gonna go to YouTube and show what I'm talking about. I'm gonna switch accounts. Gonna go to my Mayo Hosko TWR and TTTE channel. Also, speaking of that, I'm uploading a new Thomas Woodard Railway layout this weekend.
Nice.
Hopefully it'll get almost 700 views like the one I uploaded 8 months ago. Because when I moved house, I built a new layout to break in our new artificial turf.
Oh, okay.
So let me go to the Grease and Oil podcast channel.
Is the artificial turf in your backyard?
Yes.
That's
because we've got one of those small backyards that a lot of post global financial crisis houses were built with. At least we got a backyard.
Yeah.
We didn't have a backyard at my previous house. My childhood house was built in the 40s, so the backyard was bigger than the footprint of the house, because my childhood neighborhood was an old neighborhood. So on videos for the Grease and Oil podcast, let's go to their episode May the 5th Be With You. And I'm not going to play the Cantina Band. I'm just going to fast forward where they start from. Yes. Here we go. This is where I wanted to get to make my point about Wikipedia. So let's listen, shall we?
Okay, so your favorite character is.
Can you hear this shit?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's a tough one.
The shark head guy.
The shark. Excuse me.
The guy who's in Mos Eisley Cantina in the first Star Wars film, and by the first, I don't want to. I guess it's A New Hope, sure, but it's Star Wars.
It's the first Star Wars movie.
The first Star Wars, and my favorite Star Wars character he looks like a hammerhead shark, kinda. He's like a brown hammerhead shark, and he's in the cantina, and he's just sort of looking around and blinking and shit. And I really, I like the Wolfman a lot too, but they got rid of the Wolfman.
According to Wikipedia.
Which is a fantastic source, guys. Today's episode is sponsored by Wikipedia. If you go to Wikipedia and search in the search bar GOP, nothing will come up, but you can get some sort of.
We'll get some sort of thing.
We'll get some sort of self-entitlement, thinking that we were sponsored by some online encyclopedia for nerds. But
yeah, so Wikipedia has names of any character from the movies that you don't know who the fuck they are.
According to Wikipedia,
I'm one of those nerds.
According to Wikipedia, his name is Moma Naden.
So if you want to Google Momar Maiden, what was his name again?
Wikipedia for nerds, but
according to Wikipedia,
I'm one of those nerds.
According to Wikipedia, his name is Moma Naden.
So if you want to Google Momar Naden in the search bar on Wikipedia.com, you can find the hammerhead shark guy from that one scene that appeared in a fraction of a second in Star Wars 1977: A New Hope.
That's crazy.
The hammerhead guy.
Moma Naden, also known as Hammerhead, was a male Ithorian who was exiled from his homeworld of Ithor.
See, I didn't even know that Ithor was a planet before listening to this.
As punishment for revealing the agricultural secrets of his species to the Galactic Empire. He spent his exile on Tatooine and sympathized with the Alliance to restore the Republic during the Galactic Civil War.
This is the crazy part right here.
There is like a full page dedicated to the guy that appeared for 2 seconds in Star Wars: A New Hope.
That is...
See? That's exactly what I'm talking about. It is an encyclopedia of useless information that we don't need to give a shit about, but it's documented for all the world to see, and it's great.
See, that's the funny thing is that that's one of the things that I do not envy in the Star, because I'm a big Star Wars fan, but I'm not. I'm a devout Thomas fan. Always.
I'm a devout. I'm more devout to Thomas than I am to Lego. Call me crazy.
It is so in depth.
And no, that's the thing is that Audrey was really the only person that would come up with random backstories for old Sudrian kings and whatever. That's the thing is no one is out there trying to make, a bunch of backstories for Molly and making it canon or fucking, Mighty Mac or whatever.
Because those characters don't matter. They're not Railway series characters.
People in the Star Wars fandom make backstories for every single weapon, every single item of clothing, every single character, and most of the time they make up characters that aren't even in the films. That's the one thing I can firmly.
They're in the comic books. Or whatever.
I can pride myself in saying that. At least no one is out there trying to say, "Well, the troublesome drugs, they need this backstory. Can we make this canon? Can we make the troublesome drug story canon, Mr. McHugh, Mr. Brenner?"
Not everything needs to be a part of the canon, but Star Wars fans love Star Wars so much they make everything a part of the canon.
An article on Wikipedia about Tarkin's teeth.
No way.
Spoiler alert, Tarkin's teeth is an area.
Okay, fuck, I'm looking this up now.
Tarkin's teeth. Oh, it's an area.
I know what. What?
Is it bad that for a second?
There's the Tarkin system. This is Tarkinian Nightflower.
Is it bad that for a second I really thought there was an article just about Grand Moff Tarkin's teeth?
It's not far-fetched, dude. It's really not.
Speaking of
and it's not far-fetched because Star Wars fans love the canon so much They will research every single little thing possible about the canon and document it and create theories about it. See Star Wars theory.
You know, which I like Grand Moff Tarkin. He's a cool character.
Okay, so today is just going to be us talking about random Star Wars stuff. So just keep that in mind. There's not going to be a really an overarching, arching, whatever it is, theme here. But what?
Yeah. So like that's one of the reasons I find Wikipedia so fascinating.
Very nice. Yeah, I never really got into Star Wars, let alone like that. That's crazy.
My first exposure to Star Wars was Star Wars Lego.
Got you.
Because when I got really into Lego in 2008, because I started collecting Lego when I was 4 years old, when I inherited my brother's stuff. Then I got some of the big sets like the hospital and the airport for Christmas and birthday. But I really got involved in Lego when I turned 7.
Yeah.
And that was when the Clone Wars TV, that was when the Clone Wars movie came out, and about the time when the Clone Wars animated TV show came out, which was 5 years after the Clone Wars cartoon came out. And that generation, my generation, was an older, where we were teenagers when all that Clone Wars came out.
Yeah.
All that Clone Wars stuff came out, which is why so many people from my generation love the clones. Because that's specific to that generation. Much like how in 10 years, you'll get people trying to collect, they'll be trying to army build the First Order.
Yeah, or like some of these other themes that have come out, you know.
And which is why you see some of the original trilogy fans army building the Jawas or the Ewoks, because that was indicative of that era.
Yeah.
Or for the prequels, you see so many making armies of the battle droids, because that was indicative of that era. There's different characters which are indicative to different eras of Star Wars, which means you get different generations of Star Wars fans that all interpret the Star Wars canon differently from each other, and therefore they gravitate towards certain characters, and then they army build upon those characters. And I'm talking about this shit because it's similar to my experiences with the Thomas the Tank Engine fandom, which is what I may or may not want to talk about in a video that I talked about a proposal in my community posts. You should go back and read over some of my community posts, and you can cast your votes on some of the polls I've done in the past.
All right.
Hoarder says, an IP is grand when it has to have places to store all the lore. It's a deep dive, dates and locations of when ships were built or when trains were built, where to buy the best hyperdrives, or where to buy the best engines from England to put on your tiny island, and then all of a sudden they have a face. Heck, I'm pretty sure you can find out who in the Star Wars universe or on the island of Sodor is delinquent on their taxes or uses too much coal than what they should. The lore goes on forever, dating back to either 1977 or 1945. I want that Jedi Starfighter based on the original Clone Wars cartoon, much like how I want the white-faced troublesome truck, which was a factory-era grey-faced troublesome truck that was accidentally made before they realized it was too expensive to make the mold, and because there was only 300 ever made, that thing sells for over $1,000 for the rare times it comes up on eBay.
Pricey.
Jedi Bob's Starfighter looks similar, but could be color swapped, much like how those stupid rainbow-colored troublesome trucks look similar to the grey troublesome trucks, just color swapped, but they're in reality nothing that you would actually see on an actual railway. Would you ever see a bright green piece of rolling stock on a railway? No, you might see a dark green, but you'd never see a bright neon green. It's just ridiculous. Kind of because the hit entertainment era and the Mattel era of Thomas the Tank Engine is what Disney is to Star Wars. It sucks, and they retconned. Well, Mattel and Hit Entertainment retconned so much about Thomas what Disney retconned about Star Wars. The parallels are infinite. In a galaxy, in a galaxy far, far away, or to a land of make believe. I don't think there's a Star Wars song that includes lyrics, but when I compare the galaxy far, far away to Thomas, the reason why I say to a land of make believe is because there's a lot of Thomas songs that actually have lyrics. Children, follow your dream to a land of make believe, the island of Sodor, magical land where dreams come true. Gotcha. Compared to the da 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 da. John Williams is a great composer, as is Mike O'Donnell and Junior Campbell. See, I could go on about this forever, and I'm excited to start writing that script if people think it's a good idea to compare the canon, or to commit more focused on how the canon of Star Wars has so much depth, much like how the canon of Thomas has so much depth. People wouldn't make that comparison, but they've got more similarities than what you think when you get out of the plot of the franchise, but you get into the meaning of the franchise. Because did you know that Darth Vader was based on Hitler and the stormtroopers were based on the Nazis? And that the blasters that the stormtrooper used were based on the tracer bullets from the Nazi machine guns. Did you know that?
I did not, but I could see that.
So, well, I think a lot of people know that Darth Vader was based on Hitler and that the stormtroopers were based on the Nazis. But I wonder how many people know about the blasters, the lasers from the blasters being based on the tracer bullets.
Well, then at the same time, then, if they know that that's what he's based off of, look at all those people that are wanting to be part of the dark side. What's going on there?
Yeah, because, well, back in 1940s Germany, you either were part of the government or you were the enemy, because that's what fascism is. With the the Imperial Empire, you wanted to join the Empire or you were their target, which is why Alderaan got blown up by the Death Star, which is why Poland was invaded.
Got you.
The reason I can talk about this is because this is history, not politics.
Yeah, exactly. Nice.
And
quite well.
And also, because the Railway series was written in 1945 at the end of World War II, I think Reverend Wilbert Awdry was too scared to write in any German engines into the series. I don't think we got a German engine until 2016.
And when you mean engine, what do you mean?
I'm talking about a Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we got a German character until 2016, because that was the year of the Brazil Olympics, and that was when Mattel started contracting the woke mind virus, and they weren't trying to appeal to woke people back then, because woke people didn't exist back then. They were trying to appeal to the social justice warriors.
Yeah.
and therefore they made the movie The Great Race, which should have been called The Great Railway Show. And it should have been based on the Christopher Audrey book, Thomas and the Great Railway Show. But it wasn't. And there was a character... actually, let me go and search this quickly, because we got 15 minutes to babble on about this. But just to let everyone know, we will be continuing on... Oh, sorry. Oh, shit, we haven't... Well, let me just get this really quickly, and then we'll do the quick little comparison, because I also bought something at a hobby store.
Nice. See what you got.
I'm pretty sure she's a German character. Frida the Great Race. Thomas. Yes. Yeah, I'm not going to Wikipedia. I'm going to Thomas the Tank Engine wiki. It says Frida is a German streamlined tender engine who participated in the Great Railway Show. She was a contender in the strongest engine competition, and she was the first German character in Thomas the Tank Engine. Yeah, so I was right. Frida is German, but Germany had those really fantastic long black steam engines that had the really nice red lining on it. I really, and also some of those ended up being the bases for some of the 12-volt trains that came out in the 80s, were based on a lot of those German steam engines, and the DB sticker from the sticker pack included in the 12-volt trains with a lot of the railways of European countries. The DB stands for Deutsche Bahn, and I'd love to make a black steam engine with some red lining. Probably impossible to get the red wheels because red wheels are kind of expensive. And make my own and spell out DB for Deutsche Bahn. I'd love to build a Lego German steam engine. I really wanted, because Germany has some fantastic steam engines, much like how Britain has fantastic steam engines, which is why I want to build a London Midland Scotland Railway Black 5. I'd love to build it in dark red, but it's hard to get those dark red pieces. So I think I just have to go with a London Midland Scotland Railway lined black. But it would be really cool to make a dark red version like the LMS Maroon Crimson. It'd be much easier to make a German steam engine.
I'm curious to see what you come up with.
Yeah, I'll have to be creative in the future. But anyway, let's go make the comparison between the Ferrari sets again. Lego, I'm going to Google Lego Ferrari, see what comes up on Brickset. Lego Ferrari Brickset. Going to get the Brickset listing, because while we're still in the midst of talking about Ferrari, I want to show off some of the Ferrari sets. I want to focus more so on the sets I care about. So they have made Duplo Formula One before. With the new rumored Formula One sets, I'd love them to remake something like this set 4693 Ferrari F1 race car. This was from 2004, had 5 pieces, 1 Duplo fig, retailed for $10, and it has a chrome silver trophy on the podium.
Look at that. I like that.
I'm pretty sure that Duplo car chassis is 1 piece.
Yeah. And even though it's Duplo, the detail's awesome.
It is, and you got the nice Vodafone and Shell printing below the number and the Ferrari logo. Then you got this one set 8142 Ferrari 248. Formula One in a 1 in 24th scale. This was 2007 as a part of the races theme. A lot of these were part of the races theme. 167 pieces, one minifigure, and retailed for $20. I think this is my most wanted Lego Ferrari car ever.
Really?
Yes.
So, would you consider the Technic F1 car that they made a long time ago to be a Ferrari? It didn't say Ferrari on it, but it clearly looked like a Ferrari F1 car.
Well, it might be in this subcategory on Brickset. So I'll give my thoughts if I see it, because I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about. This is 1 in 24th scale. Not only do you get the Shell logo and the Vodafone logo, but you also get the Fiat logo for some reason. I forget what the partnership between Ferrari and Fiat is, but you also get the Bridgestone logo because back when Michael Schumacher was racing for Ferrari Formula One used Bridgestone tires instead of Pirelli tires. And I just like this 1 in 24th scale. And yeah, this is the yellow Ferrari I was talking about. You got the it is, what is it? It's set 8143 Ferrari F430 challenge in a 1 in 17th scale. 690 pieces, 2007, retailed for $50. So you could build the red version or the yellow version, and there's not too many yellow Ferraris out there, but this is the yellow Ferrari I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's the one you were thinking of?
And pretty sure that's the one that Clever Pig was talking about earlier.
Yeah, they said they got a yellow Ferrari.
Yeah, but this is the one I most want, and this was the type of set that a couple of brickheads wants them to make, but I let them know it was what Sean the Right Way wants could actually just be a re-release of this set, which is set 8144 Ferrari 248, which was the model, which was the design of Formula One car they used at this time. And it's also a 2007 set. A lot of these are 2007. Ferrari 248 F1 team, the Michael Schumacher edition. You also had a Rubens Barrichello version. It was either a Rubens Barrichello version or a Felipe Massa version. And I think Felipe Massa only recently retired. I think Felipe Massa was a rookie in 2007. Any Formula One fans, correct me if I'm wrong, had 726 pieces, 8 minifigs, most of them are for the pit crew, retailed for $70. And I'm pretty sure this set was featured in a 2.5 Men Season 3 episode. Just a little bit of trivia.
I really like that.
When Jake and either Alan or Charlie come home, Jake is holding this set in either a Season 3 or Season 4 episode of 2.5 Men.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
That's how much of a 2.5 Men fan I am, because that was the first sitcom I grew up with. The first adult cartoon I grew up with was Futurama.
Got you. 2.5 Men has some funny ass scenes.
It does, and it also has a lot of really dumb scenes.
Yeah,
like when Charlie vomits on a baby because he's drunk at a coffee shop. That's a really dumb scene.
Yeah, and it makes me wonder who thought about this and was like, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're putting in the show.
Well, for a lot of the CBS sitcoms back in the day, Chuck Lorre was the executive producer, so you can blame Chuck Lorre. Chuck Lorre was also behind Big Bang Theory and a lot of others.
Hey, let me give you the set number right quick, or you got some more Ferrari ones to go through.
We're going to keep on going down. Oh, no, it wasn't the Rubens Barrichello or the Felipe Massa version. It was the Kimi Raikkonen version.
Got you. Same set, just a different version.
Yeah, because, this was also a 2007 set. Yeah, because I believe Michael Schumacher announced in 2007 that it was going to be his that he was going to retire, but then he came out of retirement and raced and made a comeback for McLaren Mercedes, but then quickly retired soon after. And that was the tail end of the McLaren Mercedes relationship in Formula One, because Mercedes and McLaren have always had their own Formula One teams, but I think for a while there, McLaren used Mercedes engines, so the McLaren team rebranded themselves as McLaren Mercedes for some reason, which is it's just really confusing. So at one point, Michael Schumacher and Jenson Button were racing at McLaren Mercedes, but then Michael Schumacher retired and Lewis Hamilton moved from Mercedes to McLaren Mercedes for a couple years, and then when McLaren ended their partnership with Mercedes, I believe McLaren signed Fernando Alonso after Lewis Hamilton went back to Mercedes, and there's a lot of people like Wixine who claim that Lewis Hamilton is the greatest of all time. I say that Michael Schumacher is the greatest of all time, and people older than me say that Ayrton Senna is the greatest of all time. And now there will be a whole new generation of Formula One fans, particularly North Americans who will have grown up and are growing up right now on the Netflix series Drive to Survive, who will eventually make the claim that Max Verstappen is the greatest of all time. However, I think in a couple years you're going to have the debates of recency bias, much like how some people think that Patrick Mahomes is already greater than Tom Brady, much like how people think that LeBron James is greater than Michael Jordan. And my response is no.
No.
Just a very quick no.
That's like, yeah. That's like, don't get me wrong, there's other good players out there and stuff, but Mike Jordan in his prime was on a whole nother level. And I think that's why everybody compares someone to Michael Jordan, because he is the standard to compare.
Yeah. And as popular as LeBron James is, Michael Jordan's sneakers still outsell LeBron's 3-1.
Yeah, facts.
And because I just get really tired of people who have the recency bias towards players like LeBron James, who put their blinders on and just ignore Michael Jordan's greatness. And there are some people who have accepted that people will always have the recency bias and just don't even bother arguing anymore.
Unburdened by what has been.
I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been.
Yeah, exactly. But when everybody's comparing themselves to you, you are the standard that everybody's the tip-top standard that everybody's wanting to be better than.
Okay, you were cutting out. Can you repeat that sentence?
Oh, I was saying, whenever everybody's comparing themselves to you, that is when you know you are the standard in that everybody, like, not everybody's comparing themselves to Dennis Rodman or Anthony Hardaway or, you know, Grant Hill or Akeem Olajuwon, like all these older players that played when Mike played. No, they're still comparing themselves to Michael Jordan because he set the standard of where you want to be if you want to be the best. And everybody's still trying to beat Michael Jordan, and he ain't played in years.
And you just mentioned a bunch of 90s players, so I'm guessing you started watching basketball in the 90s.
Yeah. When I was young, I was big into basketball.
See, I always see before the NBA season, I always like to go back and watch the ESPN documentary Best of Frenemies, which documents the rivalry between Magic Johnson and Larry Bird.
Got you. All right,
I always love watching that before the NBA season. Goodbye, Will Harper. I'll message you throughout the week about the Speed Champions stream because Hive is live right now, but I just want to squeeze in some stuff at the end of this stream.
Yeah, I want to squeeze in one set on this also.
Yeah, so we're seeing enough of that. That's a Technic Ferrari, a GTB in 1/10 scale I don't care about. This is a 1/17 Ferrari that I don't care about. This is a 1 in 9th scale Technic Formula 1, which I do care. Actually, no, this isn't Technic. This is Brick Built 1 in 9th scale.
Yeah.
This was from 2008. Set 8157, 997 pieces, retailed for $90. This is pretty cool, but I like the 1 in 24th scale better. And speaking of scales, let me go show you the die-cast Ferrari I bought. I'm gonna stop sharing, and I'm gonna show you it right here.
Oh, look at that! Very nice.
Yeah, you can see the 1 in 43rd scale. I bought this at a hobby shop when I went to go buy 2 new curved road base plates from 1980. Actually, the copyright underneath said 1978, so I got 2 original curved road base plates.
Very nice.
And they were also selling some used 48 by 48 base plates for $3 less than the retail price, so I bought it.
Who is the driver of that car?
There is no molded driver, but at the back of the box, you can see Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc.
Got you.
Because those are the current Formula One drivers at Ferrari. So this model, this designer Ferrari car is, what is it? It's an SF23, which means it has the turbo engine and a V6 a V6 hybrid engine instead of the old V8 engine.
Yeah,
that they use, which is why Formula One cars are a lot more quieter these days. Back when Michael Schumacher was making his claim for the greatest of all time, he was racing in those really loud, noisy cars. Because Formula One cars nowadays sound like but they used to sound like used to be a lot more noisier.
Johnny G.
And this is it in the flesh.
Oh yeah. And that's a newer one. That's a very new one.
Well, if it's got Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc inside the box, then it's got to be made from it's got to be made from this generation of Ferrari.
Yeah, and I was gonna say the car alone is the newest F1 design.
Yeah, which they've used since I think 2020, when they changed the engine to be a hybrid turbo instead of the old V8.
The coolest thing about watching F1 is when they come around and the sparks start shooting out from them.
Yeah, that's when they go around the curves. When they spin, that's when they spin their tires going around the curves, and that's the bottom. There's the back, and there's a top view.
Is that a Shell logo on there?
Yeah, you can see Shell. Yeah.
Oh, and it's got all sorts of
You can see Shell, HCL Software, Amazon Web Service, Shell V-Power, and it's that thing that looks like a P. It's not focusing.
Yeah, I see it down there.
Is the Pirelli logo. You've also got Mayo, Santander, which is a European bank, I believe. Yep, got that Santander. And you got the Palantir and Mali logos. And then on, if I spin the tires, if I get this tire oriented right, you can see Pirelli is on the tire. There's the Ferrari logo. And I believe Richard Mille is the Ferrari crew chief or something. I know that Toto Wolff is the crew chief of Mercedes. Oh, and you also got logos for Vistenjet, Brembo, a B&O, which is not the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad. Then you got Scuderia Ferrari app. I think that's supposed to be some kind of a QR code or something. And there's a lot of other sponsorship, and it's just really finely crafted because it's die cast.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to get.
Since you have that one up, I was gonna tell you look up this Lego set. It's just like that. It's older though, so it's the old F1 style.
Yeah, so I just wanted to show that off. I want to keep it by my bedside shelves in the box.
I used to collect Hot Wheels a lot. I would never open them, and I collected all sorts of Hot Wheels. So I used to collect die-cast cars for forever, years and years.
I inherited my brother's Hot Wheels, and then when we stopped playing with them, we donated them.
Oh, okay.
Because I just didn't give a shit about Hot Wheels. I cared more about Lego.
Yeah, I've always been a Lego fan.
So I keep it. Oopsie, shit. There we go. Oh no. I always do this. God damn it! I put it in the box wrong. It's supposed to be this way.
You get it?
There we go. So I keep it in the box. I only get it out when I want to look at it or show someone, because it's a die cast and I don't want it getting damaged. So anyway, let's get back to this really quick comparison. Let's go back to the Ferrari sets.
Cool. And then I think you're almost done with them, aren't you?
Yeah, we got some 2009 sets, including this Scuderia Ferrari truck. This was a set 8185 from 2009, 534 pieces, 5 minifigs. The used value is 75.
The new value, 290. Yeah, they've
And
got
this
that
was
up there at OBC.
This was a 2004 Ferrari racer, 8362, 113 pieces, $15. This is also 1 in 24 scale.
Nice. So it's actually the scale.
Yeah. And I have the base plate for this set, 8375 Ferrari pit set, 242 pieces, 2004, 7 minifigs, retailed for $30. I have the base plate for this. And that's another technique. That's a podium with Michael Schumacher and Rubens Barrichello, who was racing, has the really cool Ferrari stickers.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Bricklink.
Trophy.
I'm going to go to Bricklink and buy that Michael Schumacher. It's only a $10 fig, and that's the maximum price I pay for figs on Bricklink. Got that really cool chrome trophy. That's the Enzo Ferrari from 2005. 1 in 17th scale, but I don't care about. There's a Technic Enzo Ferrari in 1 in 10th scale. A lot of these are races. And this is the Scuderia Ferrari truck from 2005. Set 8654. Had 813 pieces, 6 minifigs, retailed for $80. There's no licensed drivers here. There's just the pit crew.
Yeah.
And this is something I want to see re-released in these Formula One sets coming soon. Because this is just a slightly larger version of the original Speed Champions set.
Exactly.
And you got the Ferrari 430 Spider 1 in 17th scale. I don't really care about. And then you got the Ferrari Finish Line, which I want, but I don't think it's as cool. You got a Fuel Stop, a 1 in 8 scale Ferrari Formula One.
There's a lot of Ferrari sets.
And I think that's a 2012 Polybag. I think this was for the Shell promotional sets in 2012. Set 30190 Ferrari 150 Italia 2012, 34 pieces. Used value is $5.
$5 is $5.
And they also made a Scuderia Ferrari tractor cab, a racing livery of the F40, a set 30192, 2012, 48 pieces, used value is $4. They had a die-cast version of this set at that hobby shop, but I didn't buy it because it's the racing livery.
Got you.
Even though this is a Ferrari F40, it's not the street legal version. It's the racing version.
Yeah, you could barely even tell what that is.
If they had the street legal version in diecast, I would have bought it. So I bought the Ferrari Formula One racer instead. But there's an F40. This kind of reminds me of something from those old Chevron with Techron claymation commercials that were commissions from Aardman. Yeah. That's what it reminds me of, because I'm pretty sure this uses some of the pieces from the Disney Pixar car sets. Because to reduce knocking and pinging, use Chevron Supreme with Techron. Chevron with Techron. Careful your car.
I would say you remember it.
They were never advertised in my country because Chevron is branded under Caltex in my country through Caltex International. But I went back to YouTube and watched them, and yeah, they're pretty cool commercials.
Yeah. I remember they used to be a big thing.
Yeah. And then this is one of the Speed Champions version, but we'll cover this in the Speed Champions stream. This is from 2013 from 2017. We'll cover this in the Speed Champions stream.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure all of the rest are Speed Champions. This is the one that everyone confuses about. This is set 75890 Ferrari F40 Competizione. It's not a Ferrari F40. It's a Ferrari F40 Competizione. 198 pieces, one minifigure, retailed for $15. This is the 6 wide that everyone keeps telling me about, and I'm like, nope.
I think you can make it both, though. That's why they give you the extra parts.
So this came out in 2019.
Yeah. And you see how they give you the extra parts there so you can change up what style it is? That's a different hood. That's a different spoiler. That's a different exhaust on the back. They give you those black ones to dark out the headlights.
I think you can convert it to the regular version. I mean, I'm not even sure if that statement is true, or it might just. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this statement is true. Actually, I believe the standard model is the regular Ferrari F40, but you can convert it to the Competizione version.
That's what I think's going on there.
Yeah, but this isn't. But this is a conversion model. This isn't just a plain Ferrari F40.
Got you.
The standard model is a regular Ferrari F40, but the set itself is the Competizione, and I don't care for the Competizione version of the Ferrari F40. So you're getting these extra pieces that I would otherwise not use.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world though.
Because it's kind of like those Lego City chop shop cars where you can change around the front ends and the back ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and then this is other people's favorite Ferrari ever, the La Ferrari, set 75899 from 2015. Had 164 pieces, one minifigure, retailed for $15. So if you're a Ferrari fan, either this is your favorite or the F40 is your favorite. I like the F40 better.
The newest F40? That's the one you like the best?
No, I'm just saying I like the F40 over the La Ferrari.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really the comparison I wanted to do. But this is the Tributo I thought about converting into an F40, but now I don't have to. This is set 76895 Ferrari F8 Tributo, released in 2020, 275 pieces, one minifigure, retailed for $20. Yeah, and this is the first Speed Champions set from 2015. I always thought Speed Champions was 2014, but I guess not. Set 75913 F14T and Scuderia Ferrari truck, 2015, as I said, 884 pieces, 6 minifigs, retailed for $100. I'd love to see this upscale to that same one from LEGO Racers in these rumored new Formula One sets.
Yeah.
Because that's a 6 wide Speed Champions. Imagine this in the scale of 8 wide Speed Champions.
Yeah, that would look good. Especially the truck.
Yeah. For the tractor trailer to be 10 studs wide and the car to be 8 studs wide would be super cool. But we'll talk more about that in the Speed Champions stream. But that's everything we needed to cover this stream. Anyway,
here, let me tell you that it's relevant to the Ferrari and the F1 and everything. Look up Lego set 2556.
2556. Ah, the model team version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
thought
got the Shell logos and the Ferrari logo.
I thought this was what you were talking about. Let's get the
Mm-hmm.
brick set listing. This is from 1998.
And it's built with Technic, so like everything really steers, all the wheels steer. It's pretty cool.
Let me go get this. Yeah, this was a model team set. 2556 Ferrari Formula One racing car, released in 1998, had 580 pieces, no minifigs. The current used value is $138. You can see the old style shell lettering, the Ferrari logo, and it didn't have any of the licenses we know and love today with Ferrari.
No, so that's what I was saying. I was like, you can clearly tell it's a Ferrari, like. But
because it's a model team set, not a racers.
Yeah.
Or a speed champions. It is so blocky by comparison.
Oh, a million times over.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure where those black vertical lines are, that's supposed to represent the Marlboro cigarettes logo.
Yep, that's exactly what it's supposed to represent on that that
Marlboro
white part on the
cigarettes
spoiler.
logo.
Yep.
Marlboro cigarettes.
Yep, but they didn't want to endorse smoking.
No.
Even back then, they were trying to get away from it.
Because I don't think it was until 2005, I think, when Formula One cut ties with Marlboro.
Golly, could you imagine saying no? It's okay. We don't want your money anymore. And I bet they were paying so much money.
Yeah, because Philip Morris, Marlboro, Camel, British Tobacco.
There used to be a Camel for Smoking Joes.
Yeah, all of the big cigarette companies, and Marlboro had by far the most sponsorships.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember when Billie Jean King partnered with Marlboro and got them to create these slim cigarettes?
You know, I don't remember them partnering with Marlboro, but I do remember Virginia Slims, and I remember them being really thin cigarettes.
Yes, it was Billie Jean King who got Marlboro to create Virginia Slims.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And the only reason she got the courage to ask Marlboro to do that is after she beat Bobby Briggs in the Battle of the Sexes match.
Oh, okay. Very nice. Yeah. No, I remember those.
That's a cool set. And this is where I bought my Ferrari F40 for only $34 at Big W.
Nice. Yeah, I may have to hit the Lego store, honestly, to go get it, because I know it's probably not going to be at Walmart or Target. It may be at Target.
Which is $5 cheaper. And I only recently discovered at Big W, $65 free shipping. So I bought some other sets. I bought the small Simba and the small Johnny Thunder set, as I said earlier. So yeah, actually, this is $6 more expensive at the Lego store than Big W.
Dang, that's cool.
Because I'm pretty sure Big W price matched Amazon.
I don't know how Amazon's doing it, but they're seriously competing at a lower price. I don't know how they're including all that and doing cheaper. I don't get it.
Yeah. And if ACOB, and the next time ACOB's here, we're going to show this.
Hey, honey, can you run to Target for me?
Can I? Be right back.
Or whenever we talk about a department store, which we just talked about a department store, this is what we'll show.
Hey, honey, can you rent a Target for me?
Can I? Be right back.
Be right back.
And I did an Instagram reel of me lip syncing a Boxer Boys. And I'm pretty sure they uploaded a new episode of the A Full podcast.
And I'm the terrible person. Well, that came out wrong. There's a clip somebody can use.
And I still one day, probably sometime in November, I want someone to tell me what the hell this means.
Unburdened by what has been.
I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been.
I'm not sure, brother. If I could figure out half of what they were saying, or what she was saying, I think maybe we'd have some common ground.
Yeah, because like this is my reaction to what the hell is going on with the Democratic Party right now with their with the ousting of Joe Biden, and they're going to have to find a new candidate. This is my reaction.
You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, no, for sure. They're breaking a million rules right now, just trying to instill Kamala and then have Joe on the back burner, and then not even that. Joe's still the president right now. Like, what's going on with that? Like, this is crazy.
Like there's I'm not an American voter, so I don't have any opinions. I just observe what everyone else is saying.
Yeah, no.
And depending on which side of the coin you pay attention to, and particularly if you look at what both sides are saying, they're saying the same things but about the opposite candidates. And it's really like, I enjoy everyone fighting with each other about both sport and politics. Like, I'm an Eagles fan, so I get at it with Cowboys fans. We like to make fun of how they've had a longer NFC Championship drought than the Knicks have had a conference finals drought, and they like to make fun of us of how different things about our team, which they kind of go more all over the place, but we have a narrow thing we focus on that we like to laugh about, Cowboys fans. And so I just love having these conversations with different people. And then you get some people that can't control their rage and end up saying stuff like this.
Straight trash. They're trash! They stink! And I'm still telling you, they stink! Period! Somebody's gotta say it! You don't do what the hell they did! You don't do it! You don't do what they did with a straight damn face! Literally say with a straight face! How do you do that? How do you do that? What the hell is going on?
What the hell is going on, Mayo?
Yeah, well, what the hell is going on is I'm gonna be frozen soon.
Mayo is frozen on the stream. That is so hilarious. Look at him. Everybody's talking. He's frozen. Super focused, Mayo. Super focused. Look at him. Yep. If you move, you gotta give us Lego.
And because, and because Zissou came out of lurking, I'm gonna play this for him. Yeah.
Paradiso.
Yeah.
Cliff's doing all right, ain't he, Zissou? He's just gotta recover.
Yeah. And so So I'll see if I can piece together. Well, you know what? I think I am just gonna piece together your sig fig because the pieces look easy enough to piece together.
All right, yeah, whatever you want to do, you can do that.
Yeah, yeah. So
because a lot of them a lot of the parts are common from the construction workers and stuff.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure I have most of those pieces. So I'm gonna do the challenge and assemble your sig fig like how I assembled Miss Amby's and Click and Cliff sig fig.
Gotcha. Yeah, because that's what I did. I did with yours. I've got yours. I got you. You're actually in the airport shuttle. You're rolling around in style, my friend.
Yeah. So you assembled my sig fig, and I'm gonna assemble your sig fig. And
Yeah.
so all you'll have to do is just send me the pamphlets, and hopefully they won't be as wrinkly as this stuff.
Anyway. That was it.
He just gave up. He just gave up at the end. That's go for Bob, who has one of the best vintage. He has a vintage suburb of his city.
What's hilarious is that I could totally relate to that. It's like, why does this not fold up the way that why is it not folding up right?
I can also relate to it.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk.
That's too funny.
Yeah, because you get so frustrated.
Get ready for the most frustrating hole opening you'll ever see.
All right, buddy. Well, it's already 12:30. What time are you trying to go live till?
Just done. Well, we're gonna wrap it up, but because we were talking about Formula One earlier.
Excuse me. I'm feeling very attacked by my own chat. Mayo's now come with kick out adorable, replace it with Mayo, and then I talk to Mama Bricks about Formula One. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Nice,
yeah, good night. She's Dutch, so she's a big Max Verstappen fan. Anyway, who did we have in the comments? Let's go read the comments, because I'm ready to raid on over to Hive. We had co-host Johnny G, Dave, Oki, Hive, Hoarder, Pig, Zisu, Mark, Mikey, Team Bean, Cliff, don't forget to buy your tickets to enter the giveaway, by the way. Skywin. Johnny was kind of live blogging when we were going over the Dino sets.
Oh yeah.
And that was everyone in the chat. So thank you for watching this stream. We'll see you on the next stream. Hopefully I'll be able to do another Friends stream with Adore Build soon. And hopefully if we can organize it next week, will be the Speed Champions stream. But if not, we'll continue talking about the LEGO Adventurers. We'll do Orient Expedition and Pharaoh's Quest. So it'll be one of those two streams next Friday night. at 9 p.m. Eastern in North America, which as always is Saturday morning Australian Eastern at 11 a.m. And you can see links for RC's socials in the description, as well as my socials. And that's it for this week. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
So let's go. Actually, so let's turn off the music and let's roll the credits. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting Mayo Hosko Media. Your viewership is very important to us. Tell YouTube you like us by smashing the like button. Let your thoughts be known in the comments down below. Never miss out on any more LEGO content from us by hitting the subscribe button and ringing the notification bell. Stay tuned for live streams every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern in North America and monthly city updates on the last Wednesday or Thursday of every month. If you like Minecraft and gaming streams, follow us on Twitch, Mayo_Hosko, no capital letters. Twitch streams every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern in North America. To be in the know, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at real_mayohosko. Have fun with us on our Discord server. Friend us on Facebook and join the fan club group. For business inquiries, email us at mayohosko@gmail.com. For historical inquiries, check out our website. For special community perks, including behind the scenes, voting rights, and early access videos, become an investor today by pledging to us on Patreon. Links in the description. Watch this video recommended to you, or check out this playlist if you missed any previous videos of the same genre. This has been Mayo Hosko, and I am a fan of old LEGO.